gonna take on the world. We're gonna take on the world.
All right, folks. Welcome to the Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast. This is episode 168. I am James Gill, your host. This is Joe Hill, the co-host. We're back again, March 31st, the last days of March. Beautiful day outside today. I hope you guys outside to enjoy it. And not only that, just get away from that cold weather. It's fun. Be outside when it's warm, the sun's shining.
Easter can't get here any sooner.
What? Joe still sober for Lent. He's suffering, apparently. He needs his wine.
I need my wine.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's get down to the business. We have a show tonight. We have a special guest. She's from I'm gonna say it right, Affinity Salon and Spa.
Right.
Let's welcome Renee Borah.
Good
How you doing today?
Good job, you did it.
That's for you right there, Joe. I'm doing that for you. That's what you get.
Good job,
You get
James.
that. Did you know that Scott has access to the board here?
What?
Yes. So you
You
can
have
boo me.
access to.
You can boo me too, man.
Good.
All right. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
This is what we do. Get a little carried away, but
That's awesome.
welcome to the show. I'm glad
Thank you.
glad you can join us today.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Don't
Why?
be.
I don't know.
You're just talking to us.
This is the first time as
You're just
for a
talking to us
podcast.
with headphones on and
No.
Neon lights.
millions and millions of people are watching you right now.
No. I wish. That'd be awesome.
Look at you.
That would be all. I'll be scared if millions of people watch.
Well, they're all above us right now, just
Yeah.
looking down at us.
Yeah.
Small little studio in St. Joe.
Small it is.
I like how people always wonder. So, did you wonder if you're coming to a house or a basement or
I
a
did.
garage,
Yeah.
I did.
an attic?
But, yeah.
Weird shed
I know.
outside.
Did you think that though?
I thought maybe a basement.
Yeah. See,
Maybe.
Well, this is a little different. We set aim our vision high enough to where we can get out of a basement, right?
we started off out of the
What
basement.
no, we didn't. We started right here.
I
It
know.
was
That's what I'm
like-
saying. We started
It was
off.
crap there, though. We had wires everywhere, and
We did.
microphones were crappy,
This is a nice place.
but we did some upgrading.
The funny thing is, she did ask that. That's why I was asking. Is, did you really think you're going to a? Because she asked, is it a house or the business?
Well,
I
you
said,
didn't have a suite number or something. So I was.
Yeah, I gotta start putting that.
What suite number? I didn't know.
Suite 11.
Oh, I didn't want people to know where we're
It's
at.
right outside the door.
I was thought about putting our name on the key on the sign out
Put
there.
a picture right there.
I know on that sign out there.
Oh, out in
Yeah.
front, the marquee.
Yeah, the marquee. We can do that. I didn't know if we want.
Yeah,
people
it's
to
a
know
spot
where-
up
You
there.
do wanna
I didn't
do
know if we
that.
want to know if we want
a spot
people
up there.
over up there.
Maybe you should invest. I'll talk to the people up front.
I already did.
And you didn't tell me this.
They said I had to talk to Mark after this. Then I found
You
out
didn't-
who I had to talk to.
Yeah.
And then they said we pretty much have to pay for
the sign.
For the sign. So,
Yeah, and then they'll pull it
Ah.
up there for us.
pretty much.
And you decided to tell me this now.
I didn't think it was that important.
Oh, good job, Joe.
Yeah. That happens. Sorry. Don't hit boom boom yet. So Renee, where'd you grow up from? What school did you go to? What was the mascot? I like to know mascots.
The mascot. I grew up here in St. Joe, it's my
Ah,
hometown.
good
so
job.
Graduated from St. Joe High School.
Oh, good for you. I
Yeah.
don't need a mascot then.
Bears,
I'm
Bears.
A bear. Yeah, I'm a bear too. See, hey, another St. Joe person. All right.
Yeah.
Better than Lakeshore.
Is that where you're from?
No.
No, I mean I'm a Coloma Comet.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's nothing like that. I actually that's one
that's one that you actually
I
agree
actually
with.
do agree with. I like that.
well, my oldest son graduated from Lakeshore, so I'm kind
I'm
of like,
sorry.
Yeah.
I had to bleed red for a while.
Did you though?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were one of those.
I have all the Lakeshore Lancer clothes.
But
Yeah.
did you wear half bears underneath and say, haha, this is where I'm from?
No, I did not.
It's all about her son.
I would have. Sorry, I would have. I did.
You would.
Oh, it still
I
represents.
did make a mistake once. My niece was a Lakeshore Lancer and she played basketball, and I went to a St. Joe Lakeshore game and I sat on the
Yeah.
Lakeshore side
Oh, you did.
and I forgot and I cheered for the
I would do that on purpose, just to piss off the Lakeshore side or
People
the,
do that.
the away
Yeah.
team.
Tom does sometimes.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get a spot on the St. Joe side, he goes to the other side.
Well, he likes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he just
Enough
sits
about
anywhere.
Enough
He just
about
sits anywhere. So after high school, what'd you do after that?
I moved to Florida for a little while, then
Wow.
California for a quick minute, came back, and then I went to LMC for 2 years in
Wow.
college.
What'd you do down in Florida? What part?
I was in Boynton Beach, Florida. My sister was down there, so I moved down there just to
Which one?
Jerry.
Jerry?
Yeah. She was living down there, so I went down there and I was working at Ruby Tuesdays and
Yeah.
Wow. Who else worked at a Ruby Tuesday? Oh, Ray. Didn't Ray work at a Ruby?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember that. I think he started one of those. Did you like serving?
it's good money. It was quick money.
Down there, it had to be because it's a busy state.
Yeah.
Nonstop. Doesn't matter.
Tourist attraction.
Yeah.
Warm
Especially
weather.
Ruby Tuesdays was a tourist attraction. That
Yeah.
was a cool restaurant to go to.
It was a busy restaurant.
Yeah. So how long were you in Florida for?
I don't remember. I feel like a long time, but I think it was only like 6 months maybe.
Felt like forever. Oh, it just dragged. Yeah.
And then someone I had just met was moving to California, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, let's go out there. So I drove cross country with them and was in California for
Wow.
a bit.
Ooh.
Drove?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
a nice road trip.
Yeah.
It was
Was
a
that a-
long road trip.
Yeah.
What? Had to be 4 days? 3 days?
At least 4 days.
Yeah.
I think at least 3 of those days we were in Texas.
Oh, really?
Oh, you drove
It just
to
seemed like-
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
long way to
yeah,
Texas.
yeah. That's a
It's like
wide.
never
That's a
getting
big
out of
state.
there.
Very
Yeah.
big
What
state.
part of California?
San Diego.
See, I never been to San Diego. I never actually been to never California.
Beautiful place.
I would love to visit. The one time I was gonna visit California is when I was on the way to Hawaii,
Oh.
and I was gonna stop and have a layover in LAX. So I'm thinking, everybody says don't do it. LAX sucks. I
Yeah.
went, all right. So
It
then
does.
What made it suck in your eyes?
I didn't. Oh, what was gonna suck about it? Maybe getting off the plane and maybe losing my luggage and my daughter's luggage and everything else. And we went. So I found a straight flight to Chicago to Hawaii, and then that sucked even more.
It's a long flight.
Yes, it is. I think it was with the time change and everything else. I think it was like 14 hours.
Just from California to Hawaii?
Oh
It was a
no,
long flight?
no, I didn't do the layover. I went straight flight from Chicago to.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That
yeah,
would be
that
a
was
long.
14
Holy
hours.
crap.
Yeah, on a plane.
I bet you were squirming and moving around.
In the middle aisle,
Oh,
in the
that
middle
sucks.
seats. In
Makes
the
my
middle
knees
seats.
ache. Just
In the
thinking
middle
about that.
seats, and my daughter was, I think my daughter was 10,
Makes my knees ache thinking of that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
10 or 12. And then I said, watch 2 movies, you'll be fine.
Then my ears will pop really bad.
Yeah. Then the 2 movies were over. She tried to sleep. Everybody's looking at me. She's saying, Dad, are we there yet? No, we have 8 more hours. Watch another movie.
So you just did it straight through.
Yeah.
Tortured yourself
Mm.
I would do it again in a heartbeat, but I would sit first class.
so you can stretch out.
Yeah, they had beds. They
Oh,
physically had
those like pits that they
yeah,
got,
they physically
Yeah.
had beds. And we had to go through first class
And
to
then
get to our seats.
a
And I
little
went,
teaser.
yeah, I went,
This is what you're missing.
oh, this is nice. And they said, this is first class. I
Get
went,
out of here.
oh, this is not nice.
Get out of here, peasant.
I didn't know there was first class on the plane. I've never been on that big of a plane. Ever.
Yeah, I think that was my biggest plane too.
When you went, did you go to
Hawaii.
what island?
We went Oahu,
I
been to
did
Maui
too.
and Kauai.
Yep. I never went to Maui. My next flight, I had actually planning and paying for right now, to go to Hawaii next year.
Oh.
I'm paying for the reservation for it actually. I haven't bought my plane ticket, but I'm going to Hawaii for 5 days.
Nice.
Get ready for that ticket to go up.
Oh,
in price. It's crazy right now.
Right now, I'm actually paying for my flight next year.
Next year.
Yeah, I'm halfway. I'm actually technically done paying for my reservation at the hotel
awesome.
So when you leaving?
next year around my birthday.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get another co-host.
Yeah, for that Wednesday. For that Wednesday, yeah.
Another co-host.
Yeah.
That'd be funny to have celebrity co-hosts.
Yeah. My co-host
For that week.
yes. Taking over for Joe's spot.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Permanently.
can't wait.
What?
I go back. I was actually if you wanted to go.
Oh, maybe.
Sorry, Scott. No, my bad.
Maybe. Then we have to take a vacation. I don't know if I want to hang around you that long.
You don't have to. I'm gonna be surfing again.
Okay. Now you won't catch me out there.
And Maui is
The ocean is uncharted waters for me. I just don't know
you
what's
just
in
don't-
it,
you
and I
just
don't
don't
want to know what's in it.
That's one thing about him. He
I can
doesn't-
swim. Don't
he
get me
can
wrong.
swim. He doesn't want to be in that water.
No,
Watch
I
too
don't
many-
blame you. There's a lot of biting things. in there.
Yes, it's too much.
Stinging things.
Shark Week.
Mhm.
Shark Week has totally changed my life. No. I've seen a guy getting bit by a bull shark. Never.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't care. It was an awesome feeling.
Good luck.
It was an awesome feeling.
Yeah, but I would definitely go see the sights in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Waterfalls all over the place. The
Oh,
beautiful
that was
landscape.
beautiful. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. I went to
people there.
Waikiki.
The people that live there.
A lot of homeless.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of homeless.
You said yesterday if you were
Homeless, I would go
Yeah,
to Hawaii in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
After what I saw with them, they had their own little compound
Oh,
on Waikiki, and they're there. It was. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, no wonder they come here. One flight, one ticket.
Yeah.
No, don't have to come back.
So after California, you came back here, went to college.
I
Is
did.
that how it goes?
yeah.
What'd you go to college for?
I started off in radiology and then changed to hospitality management. I was working at a restaurant for like 10 years, so I thought I would just do that for lack of anything better to do.
Right. Radiology.
Yeah.
What made you get into that?
Well, I thought it would be a good idea to be a radiologist.
Yeah.
And I would start an X-ray tech because they had a program that I worked my way up because I was
Okay.
paying for my own college. So I thought I would try that and kind of,
That's
and I
different.
hated it.
I hated it.
Was it tough? I mean, as far as I know, it'd probably take a lot of studying to go through all that stuff and different terminology and
I
things of that
actually
nature.
loved that. I loved all of that. It was when I got into working in clinical,
Mhm.
working in the hospital, I decided it was not for me.
Oh,
Yeah. Didn't want to be working in the hospital.
Really?
Yeah. I loved the homework though.
yeah.
That's really weird that you loved the homework, loved everything else, but I just didn't want to be in the hospital.
It's
I
probably the
know.
learning of it all, right?
The
Just
learning of it was really cool.
learning something different and new.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, now they have their own little separate wing, and you don't even have to work at the hospital now. There's some places that just have their own little building now.
But way back in the day, they didn't have anything.
I know. You're not that old. Like you're
I don't
talking
know.
about. You're talking about like in the
We're not.
60s.
We're not gonna say.
You're just saying like in the 50s and 60s, right there when they had it like there.
You go to that campus now, it looks like totally
Totally
different.
different. Yeah.
Totally
yeah.
different. It's amazing.
Do you wish you could have kept on doing that?
If you look back.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I think it would be cool to keep going and see where I would get, but I don't know. It doesn't do any help. Doesn't help me to look back, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I say too. I look back. It made me a stronger version of who I am now, and whatever I do now, my decisions, it's good.
Yeah.
I understand that. With your hospitality though, what'd you do? So you got that degree?
Yeah, associates in that. Yeah.
So what'd you do with it? Anything?
Nope.
I didn't. I have.
Nope. Put that little plaque on the wall and look at it. That's
You know
what
how many people are out there that
Yeah.
don't use what they have a degree in?
I agree. I mean, it's a lot of that going around. But if I were to go to college, just go back to college, I would find something that would help me in the long run.
Well, that makes sense, but with the kids now, or even the kids the last 10, 15 years ago, the funny thing is they said, yeah, I have this degree in this. And I said, but you're working at a restaurant.
Mm.
What are you doing with your degree? Nothing. I said, who paid for that? I said, Mom and Dad. I went, they must be very proud that you just wasted their money for 4 years.
Well, some of it is like oversaturated if you think about it.
What?
Some degrees. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
hard to find a job.
Yeah. At one point, teaching was very very sought after profession.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was oversaturated and no one could find a job getting a teacher spot.
Right.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, but what you could have easily done anything with your hospitality and stuff like that. Technically, what you do now is somewhat hospitality because you got to
Yes.
learn the business of that and what that comes around to. So you somewhat do use that kind of atmosphere for what you do.
I think for me, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and
Yeah.
maybe I still don't. But
I don't blame you. I don't either.
I had this skill that I learned working in a restaurant. So I figured, well, I know how to do this, so I guess I'll go to school for that. It wasn't just sort of trying to figure it out
Well,
how I could make a living.
I think it helps out in your line of business because you have to deal with people
Yeah.
on a regular basis. I mean, hospitality business,
Yeah.
you always have to deal with customers and things of that nature and different personalities and how to get around that and
Yeah.
be the professional that you want to be. So
Right.
it worked out, I guess.
It worked out.
Yeah.
So much.
It's funny how you can look back and see how a series of events led to, where you're at
Yeah.
now and helped you along the way when you didn't know that what was happening.
Yeah, it actually, I had same scenario. Actually, I could put myself in that category too. I got a marketing and business associate's degree. I kind of used that a little bit, but I also have a massage therapy degree. And the funny thing, people say, "So what do you do now?" I said, "I work at Ace Hardware." But
Got that plaque on the wall.
I still do massage. I keep up my license and my
Oh, you do?
everything else.
So you
with
have to
that.
pay for it to renew it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much is that?
I think last time it was
curiosity.
about 80.
Oh, it's not bad.
For a year?
Yeah.
That's not
Actually,
bad.
it's 160, but I do it every 6 months. So I renew it.
Oh.
I pay $80 every 6 months for
So
myself.
you can still go out there and rub backs.
Yeah, sure.
You know what's funny? He's a massage therapist, but doesn't like to be touched.
Oh, yeah.
A little weird to me.
See, she didn't think it was weird.
I think it's a little weird.
But he's doing the touching.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing the touching, but
Right.
he won't let anybody massage him.
No, I
Maybe
hate it.
because they do it wrong? Or
No, I just
Doesn't.
it goes back. I don't like just if I
Let
just
you
don't
tell
like
a story.
I just don't like someone touching my body if I'm not seeing them.
If you don't see them doing it?
No, yeah, that too.
Oh.
Yeah, that
as
too.
as
pretty
a
much. Yeah.
partner.
As a partner. More in me, it's more intimate because I do deep tissue. So I just get out the kinks and the knots and make you feel good for so many hours of the day that they don't come back. And I didn't get into the whole medical part of it that much anymore. I'd started off, but I never did it after that. And I just didn't like someone touching me because I am kind of ticklish after a while, and after a while they do it too soft. I'm thinking, oh, stop, or they do it too hard. It's not feeling good. I'll just tell the teacher you're awesome at it.
No, I don't.
And you really do suck.
Don't touch my feet because they are ticklish. I'll kick you.
I'm the same way.
Good deal. Now I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's
I
just,
get it.
but I did it when I got in a massage for my degrees just because I thought I was going to see half naked women all the time.
That's what you thought?
Yeah, and then
That's what he hoped for.
I was young and naive. I was 21 when I did it.
Then you got the
No,
hairy guy.
I was 20.
The guy with the hairy back.
I got to pick my clients.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I started my own business right away. I got to pick my clients. But the funny bad thing was I wasn't just getting people. They recommended me with this person, then this person, and all of a sudden it went from a 21-year-old person to a 60-year-old person. I went, oh, ew. Oh God, they're all the same.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you
Kinda.
get.
No.
You set yourself up for that.
But I did it for 7 years. I made great money, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was all mine. Then I was so young. I went, oh my God, I gotta do taxes. I gotta do business taxes. Oh my god, this is like another job. I thought it was gonna be fun.
Yeah. It's
Lo
not the
and
fun.
behold.
That's the worst part of business, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking, oh my god, then I have to advertise. I had to buy more shit. Got to buy my lotions and my oils. Well, school gave them to me.
So lesson learned.
Yeah, it was.
Lesson learned. Good job, Joe.
I know that sucked. So, actually, I could ask this question about what you do now. Where'd you go to school for that?
It was called St. Joe Beauty
Oh, you went to the, but did you go to the one that was in,
Jefferson.
yeah.
Yes. I was the last class before they closed it
Oh,
down.
really?
How long were they in there for in Jefferson School?
I'm not actually sure.
Because they weren't there in that long either, though.
I don't think so.
They kept them moving around.
Yeah.
Because they were in Benton Harbor, they were in St. Joe, and now they're at that permit spot behind on Niles.
Yeah, well, that's Twin Cities. So
Yeah,
that's-
but
but that one started in Benton Harbor and it
Yep.
moved around and it's still alive.
Yeah.
I don't know how long St. Joe opened and then closed, but Twin Cities has been around for a long time.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny that that Jefferson School used to be where
Yeah.
it used to be.
Let me see if I remember Jeff.
Jefferson School is the one where they turned into condos down by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
down the hill from
Yeah,
St. Joe.
Yeah.
High School.
Okay. Okay.
Now you know where you're at.
Yep. I was just like,
All
bad.
right.
They turned that condos,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, they left it how the school looks like inside the school.
but
It's all the hallways and lockers are all in there.
Yeah.
But they
drinking
turned-
That's pretty cool.
fountains.
That's
It's-
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
drinking fountain. It's awesome.
The places are beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
they
pretty
are.
cool.
They are. They're beautiful inside. I almost bought one if I could afford it.
Well, if you couldn't afford it, you
I
couldn't-
can't afford it at all, but I wanted to look at it. See what
Oh,
they
but you
look
wanted to
like.
see it.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool.
They're awesome.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, they're nice. Then the upper half, one of them is like a whole kind of 3 rooms. The bottom is like a studio type, and then the top ones are
3 bedrooms.
yeah,
things
it's like
like
a tad
that.
bigger.
Wow, okay.
When you went there, how long did it take for hairdressing? I'm
It
kind of
took
curious.
11 months for me to from start to finish.
Oh,
Is that enough time to
So you have to have 1,500 hours in the state of Michigan.
okay?
So however long that takes you to get 1,500 hours,
And it
is-
only took you 11 months.
took me 11 months.
So you're
I'm
dedicated.
impatient.
Okay. All right. So you're just dedicated. Let's get this over and
I
done
did
with.
full time. Yeah.
Some people like take forever to do that.
Sometimes I think people can go part time and
Okay,
you know,
that
if they
makes-
have kids or
yeah.
whatever. So it might
At
take a
their
couple
own
of years.
pace, yeah.
Mhm.
So what was your first job after graduating?
Well, I was really lucky. I got a job with Taylor Heath and Company, which was
Oh,
the
yeah.
It
Tim
Salon.
Taylor?
yeah.
Yeah, that was the It Salon.
That was the It Salon.
Yeah.
That was
he
the-
didn't want to hire me either, and so
No?
no. But luckily,
it-
he had a manager that liked me, and she got me in. So
Wow. Why? Well,
Yeah.
Is that a personal reason? I mean, you don't have to get into
oh
it.
well,
If you
we
don't
kind of worked together at the restaurant a little bit before that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was a server at the restaurant I worked at.
Which can I ask who it was? The manager at
The manager,
the manager at the salon? I can't-
Denise Poole.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to go there get my haircut from Tim.
Oh yeah.
That's when I
Everybody
had hair. That's when I had long hair and thick hair. Yeah,
Oh,
you guys look at me weird like I didn't have hair. Yes. If you look at my old pictures, I had a lot of hair in my bed.
You don't
my
have
bad.
any of those.
I don't have any of those now. No, I don't show my old pictures.
Why not?
What?
I used to have long, thick hair. Man,
Why don't you have an old picture?
I'll show you one later.
All right, cool. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I'll show you one on Wednesday because I had to find them. They're not on my phone.
Oh,
Okay.
they on the Facebook.
I'm looking forward to
Stop.
it.
I could maybe
Oh
check
yeah,
Facebook.
stalking time tonight.
I could check Facebook, but I doubt that. But I started losing my hair when I got married. You think it's funny? It's kind of true. Gray hairs and losing hair. Yeah, but yeah, he used to love cutting my hair and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Tim's
He's
he's always been
great.
nice to me. He's
Yeah.
always been nice to me.
Yeah.
So hey, tall, dark, and handsome. Like, hey, what's up, Tim?
So how did it feel to be at the It Salon?
Oh, I was lucky. I felt very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned a lot.
Oh yeah.
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 It was the best place I could have ended up.
How long did
afterwards.
you work there?
I think it was about 9 years.
9 years.
hmm
That's a nice length of time. Better
Yeah.
part of a decade.
Yeah,
Learned a lot.
learned a lot.
Did you
We
go
had a lot
there?
of fun, lots of fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
They have fun outside of work.
We did. We went
yeah.
out big groups of us. We'd
Oh,
always
yeah.
go out together on the weekends,
Yeah.
and
A lot of the people that worked at that salon started up their own after they closed.
I think that's a great tribute
Mhm.
Yeah.
to them, because they taught people to be business owners. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can actually
Branch
Yeah.
off and do your own thing.
Mhm.
Actually,
great.
a lot of them have. If I think about it, you,
Oh, Corinne before me.
El-
'Cause I
El-
took over
Elena,
Corinne's salon, so
Elena.
yeah. I think Trisha Mayer,
Yeah.
she had her own place too, and
Yeah,
there's a lot. If I can think about them all. Worked with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet. That was
And
actually
they had 2 locations, so I mean,
yeah. They one. The other one was in what, New Buffalo.
it was, yeah.
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 Yeah, see, I know my shit.
Yeah,
I
you do.
guess
You do.
he's done his homework.
No, actually, I know. I know Tim and Rick. I knew them when they were together, and yeah, that was a hit spot. If you got
Has anybody seen him lately? Tim?
Tim?
Tim,
Yeah.
I see him around the pageant time.
I get rare appearances that I see him. Like I work at the Sandbar and he popped in one day. I was like,
Oh,
Tim?
he was
Yeah.
probably do his pageant stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
around pageant time when I usually see him.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was.
I
Then.
just saw him at Spirit because he's the MC for a Spirit pageant.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But still,
he still does this. He still does all the pageant stuff. He's not out of that.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
You'll probably see him if he does do stuff. If he does go to the parade and
okay.
watches the.
Okay.
Oh, he's
But-
probably going to be riding a car.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can
I
see
think he
him
was
doing.
last year.
Yeah,
I
he
can
was
see him
last
doing
year.
that.
So with knowing, did you pick up their knowledge in not just the business aspect, but how to cut hair and how to do more stuff through them or through more employees?
Oh, definitely. For me, it was through Tim. I worked directly with him, so he taught me
Yeah.
everything. But you do learn from other employees too. I mean, you watch everybody doing their work, so you learn from everybody, I think, but mostly through him. Definitely.
Was there a lot of pressure to perform at a high level?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I had to be.
You
Man.
weren't gonna let him down.
Right.
And they had a reputation, so
Yeah.
you had to be good.
It was like I was saying before.
The
we got-
who's who of
pretty
hairstylists.
much.
Well,
Yeah,
we
pretty much,
worked
yeah.
long hours too.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us worked 10, 12-hour days.
Oh, really?
Sometimes, yeah.
It was amazing how much that was the first true spa that was in the area
hmm
that you worked at.
Yeah.
It was the first true spa where they pampered you to a point where now there's what can you say, there's like maybe 5 or 6 true spas in this area now.
Probably like a lot of medical spas now. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like
They
there's
changed
Mhm.
over to that.
yes.
Yeah. I don't know what that entails me as far as a medical spa.
Oh, we're getting a couple people on for that.
Okay.
That's the one that they want us to go walk through.
Oh, is that the one? Okay.
it's more
All right.
medical.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll learn then.
Yeah, you'll learn then. You'll learn what the difference is.
Yeah,
on that one.
you'll be fascinated.
Yeah.
So many cool stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you do that at your salon?
We have
more
an
than
esthetician, and she does facials and waxing and lashes and stuff like that. And her big focus is spray tanning. She does custom spray tan. She's awesome at it.
Really?
Mhm.
Ooh.
You need one?
Yeah.
I think,
But we
need
don't do massage anymore. When I first moved into that space, there was a massage room and a therapist, and that space isn't for that. It's too loud. So the salon's just not conducive for massage therapy. So I didn't try to rehire
Too
anybody.
loud.
Yeah, like there's not a dedicated space for massage, so you can hear everything. And we've got
because you want to relax during massage, right?
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah.
No,
You're
most
relaxing.
people do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You're more relaxed, but it's not doesn't matter with the sound. It's just your body's is relaxed. But if you hear people yelling or
Well, we
you
don't.
tense up.
We've got 10 stylists,
Yeah.
and hair dryers and
Yeah.
conversations.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
it's distracting.
You're at ease with one.
I would love to be at ease when I get massage. I don't want any outside noise is interfering.
Yeah, so you would hate that.
Yeah. Oh,
I had a question. Oh, when you worked at your first gig, were you amazed that actually not amazed. Were you happy that they picked you to be one of the elite, I would call it, working at that because out of how many people that came out of that when you get graduated, they pick the top people or who they think that they're gonna mold into a better stylist, pretty much.
I mean, I think there was 2 other people in the waiting room to apply for this job when I went
Ooh.
for it. So I mean, I was
little
hoping.
Did you
so-
know those people?
I did not.
Okay.
No. But Taylor Heath had come to the school before we had graduated, and there's kind of a career fair. So I was like, oh, I really want to get this job. So I don't know, I was just lucky.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how much that place was phenomenal, actually.
It
And
was. I don't even know. I can't say, but I feel like if I would have worked anywhere else, maybe I wouldn't have stuck with the career as long as I did.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
that's
You
a
ha-
testament of what he has provided for the area.
Yeah.
Of course, right?
Oh
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I would believe that. I would believe that. What he's done just in the community and for what he's done in his life, knowing all the stuff he knows. Yeah, I would say.
And
She-
you see him on social media too. He's still bringing in new stylists and young stylists in his salon, and he's still building up, stylists. So
Yeah.
he's just still,
He still does it?
yes.
I think he still does it.
He has a salon. It's in Indiana. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I
exactly
was
where
gonna
it's
say
at.
I think he worked around here, but I didn't think he still did it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't take that out of the system.
No.
That's
I
what he is and what
Well,
he does.
after a while, your hands start to ache. You get
Yeah.
arthritis.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's when
cutting
you just
hair
slow
is-
down and not do
Cutting
as
hair
much, right?
does do a toll to anybody's body.
Well, I know he's still in the gym. He's still working out
Yeah.
and stuff. So
That's
I mean,
true.
he's trying.
That's true.
There you go.
Yeah, he's got to stick.
Stay
He
active.
gotta
Be
gym.
active. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I shoot out to him and see if he wants to come on.
Oh, that would be a fun show.
That would be a fun show. That would be a fun show.
I guess
That would be fun.
I guess I could ask him to come on.
I was just thinking that right before you said that.
Yeah.
Have him come on.
I'll shoot it.
You might need to make the 3-hour podcast.
Yeah, that could be a long episode.
Do a Sunday show.
Yeah.
When we have more time. Because we do ours at night, and a lot of people actually don't like to come. That's why we do a Sunday show. If they can't,
Make it on a
Make it.
weekday, yeah.
Right.
during the week.
Give them the option of Sunday
We
afternoon.
I don't advertise it, but yeah, we do. We do.
But it's cool.
if
We
have
had
to.
some cool guests come on Sunday,
Yeah.
and it was just like in and out,
It's-
and they're done.
It's not as busy people watching the show because we advertise for a Sunday show. People now know Monday and Wednesday, 8:00, gotta watch
Yeah.
or gotta listen. And so, like right now, you have 4 people just on YouTube watching. And
Ooh, 4.
it's not counting on watching on Facebook. And there's that
So
all,
we were on like 6 different platforms.
yeah.
Oh.
and they all combine at once. So when you're watching, all those platforms going simultaneously together. So it works out.
And then people watch it from there on after that.
Because
So
we put out shorts and things of that nature, so people can actually watch. If you guys are watching right now, please hit like, subscribe,
okay, you do that top of the hour.
and share the video.
With the knowledge of what you took from them, do you still use to this day?
Oh yeah, definitely. I still think about technique and precision when I'm cutting.
You haven't tweaked it a little bit and made it your own style?
Oh, so it depends on the day.
Yeah. I'm feeling. Depends on how I'm feeling today.
Oh, well, I want to go old school. I'll just remember how they did it. But
Right.
my way now.
That's right. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I should go back to what I learned.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I got it.
everyone has their basics, right? So you gotta stick with the basics.
I have to. I have to get into it more now. I'm kind of curious. When you were at this, I'll go with this one. Where you were at the school, did they bring in people that were just needed a haircut for a cheap haircut during when you went to school there? Because I know that's how Twin City does it. Where if you wanted a cheaper haircut, you get done by someone that's learning how to do it.
Yeah. So when you first start, you have classroom hours. And when you have enough classroom hours, you get to go on the floor.
Okay.
And that's when you take in clients. So it's just like a salon.
Yeah.
People call in. We have, cheaper prices. Actually, they've gone up. I looked at some of the prices at Twin Cities and I was like, wow.
Really?
They're pretty high now. But people just make appointments and come in. They know that they're getting a student,
Yeah.
a lesser price.
Did you like that mannequin head that you always had to test on?
No. No.
It's kind of sad. I know all these.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend that went to.
I had an ex-wife that did it. I had 2 ex-wives actually that were hairdressers.
Oh, I use mine for Halloween props.
Do you really?
I did. I don't know where they are now, but I did once
Yeah.
upon a time.
Did you put eyes on it and everything else?
They
Some people
have eyes.
Oh, they have eyes now. They had back then. They
The ones
really,
I did, yeah.
wow. Ones it's like just a mannequin head where you put it in style. Like, how can you learn on a mannequin head? It's not
hard.
moving.
Yeah.
It's not all of a sudden. No offense. When my hairdresser does, when she raises around my ears, I twitch a little bit. I'm like, oh shit, I can't twitch because the buzzing sound just aggravates my ear, and
Really?
yeah, it does. And
Learn something new about you every day.
so I twitched a little bit. One day I twitched so bad it nicked my ear. I went, I'm sorry, I moved. She said, it's okay. I wasn't even near your head, but I got your ear. I went, yeah, you did.
Well, that kind of goes along with him not wanting to be like.
Yeah,
touched.
yeah. Don't touch me.
Yeah, gives me heebie-jeebies. You guys are laughing at my pain. So when you were training, before I ask all the other questions, when we were training at the college, did you ever think to yourself, this is a mannequin head, or doing it to a person and thinking, I'm touching someone's hair? How nasty could this really be? And
No.
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 Oh, God, I would. That would be the first thing. Did this person really clean their head?
Well, we usually shampoo their hair first.
Yeah.
So there's that. And if it seems kind of gross, we just do an extra shampoo.
I'd just be creeped out. What could be in their head?
You probably will never be a hairdresser then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
just don't think about it. I just don't think about it.
You don't? Oh, thank
No.
God. I think I'm a germaphobe.
I don't know if
Wouldn't you think that? Like someone comes in with their nappy ass head and doesn't look like it's been washed for a couple of days.
Well,
or
I guess I've gotten lucky because I've never had
most
client
people
that
would,
was
You have better
gross.
clientele then.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
I guess that would creep me out a bit. I don't know. But then again, I probably wouldn't be creeped out by it. I've seen some things in my life.
So have I, but it's just weird. But
I've only had 2 people come in with lice.
Oh, really?
see, that's another thing. See
Yeah.
that whole
In
head
like
lice
23 year or 30 years I've been doing it, something like that.
You've been doing it for 30 years.
Yeah. Started when I was 5.
Nice try.
I'm
I know.
trying to do the math. on
Yeah.
that.
You're trying to do the math.
This year is 30 years.
Carry
I
the
know.
This year is 30.
I know where she's going with that one
Yeah.
because she don't tell her age. I'm like, 30 years. Yeah. You started when
Since
you
I
were
was 5.
5.
Hmm.
Yeah. No.
That's-
Not flying on me.
that
I'm
was-
not drinking wine today. But actually, it'd be 30 years this year, you
It's
said?
30 years this year.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Were you? No, here, I'll go with that.
Are you doing any promotions for that for your 30 year anniversary?
Not for that, but I do have my 23rd anniversary of my business
Okay.
coming up in this month.
Okay.
So I'll probably do something for
Yeah.
that. I haven't thought of it yet.
Actually, I have a question from the person that's watching.
Oh,
One of them, from Hard Pass 99. What was your worst client like?
ooh, my worst client.
Yeah, that's what they're.
Let's
That's what
go
they
back in
want.
the archives. 30 years since you was 5.
It was my stuffed bunny that never wanted to move. His 3
My
hairs.
dog wouldn't stay still.
The only person, there's one woman that always pops in my mind when anyone asks about that, and it was a wedding party that we did, and they're from out of state, and she looked like Paris Hilton, and I think she kind of emulated her, and she was one of her biggest fans, and she was a bridesmaid, and she was a brat.
Yeah.
And we redid her hair 3 times
Oh.
and different stylists. And the first one went off crying, and she was just very extra, and she was very loud, and she was very mean, and she made the whole wedding party late.
Really?
The bride late to her own wedding. And I feel like I wish I would have seen what happened after, but I'm pretty sure she probably isn't friends with any of those people anymore.
Oh, I can imagine.
So it wasn't the bride.
It wasn't the bride.
was
It's
a-
never the bride.
It wasn't the bride. It was the lady part of the bride party.
Yeah, I'll never forget her. Her
Oh,
image
dude,
is
I'm-
burned into my brain.
And she made one of your hairdressers cry.
Yeah, yeah. The first
Hairdressers
one.
have thick skin.
We do.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have thick skin where you can
Well,
take
you have to in
anything.
that business.
Yeah, she was really frustrating. So we ended up not actually finishing it. I did just ask her to leave. So
Wow.
I've
Did you-
never done that again.
Did you
ever.
apologize to the bride?
Oh yeah, we felt really bad for her. Yeah, she was really upset.
Oh, I can
The whole
imagine.
party was really
Late.
upset.
They were really late. Man.
Oh yeah, she was
hour?
really late.
Well,
Probably.
you
Holy
gotta look
crap.
at it for women's hair. You can say if I'm wrong, right or wrong on this one. I always say for women's hair that I know, it takes about to do a do up about hour to 2 hours, right?
Usually about an hour.
Hour? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
depending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for that, and it depends on how many people are in there
Party.
party.
Yeah.
So if you had 1 or 2 people doing their hair and that one left because she cried, then yeah, you had
Short-handed.
then you're short-handed, and then this lady's being
And
a
everybody else is
diva.
coming in and try to help. And
This one's being a
terrible.
diva. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that
Wow.
I would say you're probably late
She was just full of
about
herself.
2 hours.
More or
Yeah.
less.
And this is probably maybe 19 years ago or
And-
so.
Yeah.
The
And sh-
wedding parties are really big back then.
Yeah.
We were 10, 11, 12 people in a party, easy, sometimes 15.
What's the biggest one you've ever done?
I think we had a party of 20
Wow.
Holy shit.
once. Yeah.
Holy shit. That's a
Mm.
lot of people.
Wait a minute,
We had
just
some
women?
interesting wedding parties too.
Yeah.
We had Star Wars themes.
Oh,
You know,
really?
people coming
Just
in. wanted their
women,
hair
though?
like-
20
Yes.
women?
Yes.
You
And
know, no guys and like want to style their hair. This was 20.
Nope.
This
nope.
is 20 women.
No, the guys usually like drinking, golfing.
But
Yeah,
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 but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
more amazed they were that big of a wedding party.
That's huge.
Well, you have mother.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
still.
there's blended families. So there's stepmom, and
Yeah.
there's grandmas, and then there's bridesmaids, and then there's flower girls,
The-
and
So-
then there's cousins.
Immediate
out of-
family.
When
and-
you have parties like that size, do you close the whole shop down?
Yeah, we usually it takes up all the chairs at that point at that time when we were doing it.
Do you wine them and dine them and bring them hors d'oeuvres and champagne and mimosas?
They bring in their own.
you
We
don't,
set up a nice table for them.
Okay.
so they can bring stuff like that if they
Yeah.
wanted to.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
That
But they've
is-
gotten the parties seem like they've gotten shorter, smaller over time, and now they want people to go to them now more
Yeah.
than they want to come into the salon. So there's a lot of
What do you mean go to them? Like go
Yeah.
to their
Or-
house?
or
Yeah.
their house or a venue.
Really?
Mhm.
So you do that, or
We don't really do that much anymore.
no more?
Yeah.
So if they want to, they have to come to you.
Yeah, I offer it to my staff if they want to go do it, but I don't plan it anymore.
Oh,
I
Plan-
hand it off.
but if they want to come to your place, they can just rent out the place for how many chairs they need, and
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
book them in the chairs that we have available, and they'll come in. Yeah.
that's kind of cool. Still, but
That's a
Is
lot
that
of
a-
people.
is that like a plan type of package deal if you did it like that? So if say you needed 3 chairs, you just do a whole 3-chair type of package where it's say $3,000 for the whole do up and everything else, or is
We
it
just do it per service.
per service?
Yeah.
So whatever you do for that person,
Right.
oh, that's not bad.
Any weird hairdos you had to do for a wedding party?
Well, I did hear, I wasn't there for this one, but my staff talks about it. The ones that still work for me, that we had the Star Wars wedding come in, and they didn't know it was a theme. And they came in, they wanted their hair all done up like Princess Leia. So I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
get to see that.
Well, that I don't know if that really hard to do. Like a
I think it
Princess
depends
Leia?
on if you have the hair or not.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I would
some
say
people
the
have, like,
hair.
pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The texture of the hair,
Yeah.
the thickness of the hair.
But a
things of
long
that
time
nature.
ago, it was trending for wedding parties to come in, and the bride wanted all the girls' hair look exactly the same. Like everyone had the same style.
Oh,
And that's hard because everybody has a different texture,
Yeah.
different length, or different.
Mhm.
And they want the same, so we're watching everybody else, like, what are you doing with hers? And what are you doing with hers? And trying to make them all look the same. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of weird. Yeah. Princess Leia.
Yeah.
I never got into that. I never understood why.
She was a childhood crush for me.
Seriously?
I love Star Wars, man.
Oh, that's right. You're a nerd.
Nerd when I was a kid.
Nerd. Both of you.
Scott right there. Yeah. Thank you, Scott. Not alone. The force is with us.
Come to the dark side,
Hey,
dumbasses.
no. Nope. Force is strong.
With that, do you do nails and everything else for that kind of type of
The
stuff
whole 9 yards.
for them
Yeah.
for the weddings?
We can do that too. Yeah. if they
The
want
makeup.
to. Makeup,
Yeah,
yes.
makeup and everything.
Yes.
Wow. It's that, like I said, I had a girlfriend that did that. And she brought the wedding party to the house
Oh, yeah.
and did it all there. It was chaos. I'm out of here. Gotta go. Bye.
It's hard
Yeah.
to do services like that at someone's house.
Yeah.
Because the chairs are usually low,
Yeah.
and we're like down here trying to.
And you can't
And
jack it
there's no
up.
place to plug in your things,
Yep.
and there's no mirror in front of you, so
Right,
you can't
right.
see what you're.
Well, I think they were all of her friends were like hairdressers too at one point.
Oh,
So they kind of helped each other
that's nice.
to go, do that stuff. So it was too much for me. My sensories are overloaded.
You're invading my bubble.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm
My
out of here.
bubble.
Luckily, we had a big enough house though at that point in time.
So I'm more intrigued now. More. This is always interesting.
What
for
you
me.
want to do, the Princess Leia?
No, not the Princess Leia thing. So with the wedding parties shrinking all the time, how they probably are, because people are finding out how much weddings really do cost. With all that and the price, do you think people don't want to do that much hair anymore, or want to do that kind of looking more professional when they do get it's more just the bride and maybe the bridesmaid or one of the maid of honor? That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, I think sometimes the styles have changed, so a lot of people now wear their hair just down and curled, and a lot of people can do that themselves.
Yeah.
A long
That
time ago,
sucks for
everyone
the
had like
business.
updos and
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucks for the business then. Part of it, right?
yeah. I mean, some of us are just kind of getting away from weddings. It's just a lot of work, and people from out of town, they tend to misbehave when they're not in their own space, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know how that is.
And then sometimes you're kind of losing out on your local clients because you're servicing people.
Oh.
So
That's true.
there's always plenty of people who want to do weddings. I just think for us, now that we're kind of older and getting further along in the business, a lot of us don't really.
How many people you have working for you?
I have 14.
14.
14.
That's a nice size staff.
That's a big staff. I didn't think it was that large.
There's a lot of us in there.
They do different days, like one person does Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or do you have 14 spots in your?
We have, most of us are, I would say, full-time, 5 days. There's a few of us that do like 3 days a week.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
other people have, like, the 2 nail techs I have their own kind of space. And one works part-time, one's full-time. And then our esthetician is in the back and she works full-time.
I have so many questions about that.
Esthetician?
Yes. I'm going to get to that a little bit later. I'm more on this whole brides thing. Actually, do you do any other type of service when you do haircuts, like brides and stuff like that? Do you do, if a guy does want to do one for his men, like cleaning up their necks or anything like that?
Yeah, we could do that. We could
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, we have a huge clientele, men come into the salon a lot, actually. I bet we have 35% of our clientele are
really?
guys. Yeah. Maybe more.
You're right.
Told you.
You're right. His grandpa told him if you ever don't go to a barber, go to a hairstylist.
Yeah.
Get your hair done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to finish that sentence?
No, I don't. I'll leave it alone.
I will, because she's probably heard it. My grandfather,
I'll
my
leave it
grandfather
alone.
always said, if you want a good haircut, but also get entertainment, like it's a free lap dance. You're paying. He says the women that are there are always beautiful, and on top of it, they're always between your legs, and they always wear low cut shirts, so they can get a better tip.
Oh. I didn't know the last part.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
That's what grandfather always said. So he said that for a guy's haircut, it has gone up ever since I've been going to a salon. But
it made me think of cutie cuts when that was a thing.
Yeah,
in town.
yeah.
I have never in there, but
I never
maybe you
been-
can tell us about it. Joe.
I've never been there actually. I was married to a hairstylist then.
Oh.
I got a free haircut, so I didn't have to. But the funny thing is, he is kind of right. Guys do go there just because you get the full service.
Mhm.
You get the head washed. You get everything besides the free cheap lap dance.
Right.
But you do get a full hair salon, because if you go to a barber, they're not really it's just cutting it. They're not washing your head. They're not doing everything else. They're not doing the critiqueness of what a beautician would do.
That's also the camaraderie of a barbershop that the guys like too. They talk barbershop talk. You ever? No,
I've never been to a barbershop in my
That's
life.
why.
Oh.
I
Never?
No.
Dude, barbershop talk is the
I've
best.
been to going to the salon since I was
Barbershop talk.
5.
So he's hearing different talk than he would hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
My gossip, huh?
My grandfather and I always went to my aunt more, because my aunt owns. I always had to go to her house because my dad always took me there to her house. But attitudes.
Oh.
I had to think of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. My aunt's Donna. So.
Oh. Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, I have people that's always could cut my hair, but I never went to her. After I was 10, I just went to other salons. So.
Oh, you didn't want your aunt to cut your hair?
No.
Oh.
No. She was always busy after a while.
Oh.
So. And I didn't want to go to her house anymore, because back then my uncle Mark always picked on me. So.
Oh.
He still does till this day. He's the one uncle that always just beats you up or pushes you or thumps you in the head, and to all the cousins or all his nephews and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I have plenty of those.
Well, that's usually the thing with family. If you're like, for me as a hairdresser, my family gets haircuts last. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on their time.
Yeah.
You're on my time now. Yeah. So I'll ask that question. With everybody that's in your family, do they always want to go to you first right away? I'm like, okay, she's in that profession.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
At the beginning, it was a lot. If I'd show up anywhere, it was like, "Did you bring your scissors?" I'm like, "No, I didn't." But not anymore.
That's actually how my ex-wife always was. Every Christmas or any family function. Did you bring your scissors? No, they're I keep them in my car all the time.
Well, they'd ask you to bring them if you're going someplace.
Yeah.
Did you pack your scissors?
Yeah.
And
how did that make you
I
feel?
did some haircutting. I did quite a few haircuts in hotels in Chicago in my day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Early on.
How does that make you feel though with your family? You're just wanting me to cut your hair. That's why you wanted me to come over?
I know after a while when it happens all the time, then I think you start to feel
Like,
that
hey,
way.
no.
Like,
Because your family's huge.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Your family's huge in the area. Even in the area.
How many siblings?
I have just my sister, my biological sister,
Yeah.
Jerry, and then I have a half sister and a half brother,
Yeah.
and I have 2 stepsisters and a stepbrother.
That's
Little
pretty
blended family.
Yeah. Yeah. I known Jerry for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I met you when I was about 18.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. 18, I think. Yeah. I didn't think about it.
a long walk.
It's a long.
Yeah. It's a while. It's a while. It's about 20 plus years. If I do the math right.
What are you doing? Are
Yeah,
you carrying the one over there?
Carrying that one over there. But yeah, I know Jerry's because of the family, because technically I know your stepsister and brother, but I know Jerry because of everybody thinks I went to high school with him, and that because I used to party with him when HIs used to be open.
Yes.
And they remember me from partying and drinking and doing everything with them at all these places because of who my uncle was. So
Quick question. I mean, since you brought up HIs, who's the black guy that worked at HIs?
the black guy,
Yeah.
besides Johnny.
So it was Johnny Ford?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the door?
Yeah, I keep
Yeah,
getting.
Johnny.
Didn't you work at HI? Like, nah.
No, it was Johnny.
Nah.
Yeah, it was Johnny. It was Johnny Bronco and
So it's Johnny Ford.
Early.
Johnny,
Yeah.
once again, I get mistaken for you. If you're listening.
he always
Oh,
does.
Al Waterhouse.
Yeah, Al.
Yeah.
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 I can't think of the third one. I think it was always Johnny Bronco, and who the hell was the third? It was Al.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bronco was my uncle. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I always got into HIs, and everywhere that he's ever bounced at, he got let me in. He says, "Don't get in trouble."
Oh, sure.
I went, "Okay," because I'm afraid of you too. But
Yeah.
but he said, "I won't do anything to you, but I will. You won't be able to do this again." I went, "Yeah, I know." So then I actually partied with Henry and all that.
Got some stories there.
Oh yeah.
Lots of them.
A lot of trouble I was getting into with them. But yeah, so everybody thought I was old enough. Then they found out how old I really was.
You were getting in at what time? What age?
13, 14.
Holy shit.
What?
I'm only 46. You
Ah.
got to think about it. Yeah, I was partying when I was young.
Yeah, you used to hang out with older people when you're younger.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I always had more fun.
Of course, they were adults.
And the funny thing is, they all think I was old enough to drink with them.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't. I started DJing when I was 16 at the Getaway.
Yeah. You had a earlier upbringing.
Yeah.
You were introduced to things at an early age.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Jeez.
A lot of weird, wild, crazy nights.
Wild, crazy nights.
I thought, every time I watched the movie Club 54, I went,
I used to do that.
Oh, that was me.
I used to do that all the
I
time.
went, oh my God, that's almost like my life a little bit.
Yeah.
That's how HIs kind of felt
Yeah.
like too.
Or Club, what's Bridgman?
Rockadero?
Yeah. Yeah, I used to go.
What was that out? That's out in Coloma, right?
It was.
Yeah,
Was,
Waterloo.
yeah.
Waterloo.
Yeah, Waterville.
Waterloo.
At that, right off that exit.
Papa Lake, was it?
Yeah.
Wow, man. Times have changed.
Yeah, I
I'll
used
tell
to
you
go to that.
much.
I used to go to that too.
So the first time I ever went to HIs was I was just turning 21. Yeah. And I was
That was
just
on the
turning-
downfall of it.
Yeah, I know. That's the end of it. That was the end of it.
No.
I think that was on the downfall.
That was
I was
the
in the
end of it.
prime.
Yeah, that was the end of it. Everything was going downhill.
Yeah, I was in the prime of it.
Wasn't TJ Sweeney running that at that point in time? Or
Yeah, he was a manager.
or something
He was a
like that?
manager. He was Henry when Henry went to jail. He was the manager of the place because of the Martha.
Martha, yeah.
Yeah, Martha took over. It's kind of sad. I remember all this.
No, it's not. You knew what you're doing. You're not fooling anybody. I know who you are, Joe Hill. All right, guys, we're at the top of the hour. Gonna do this real fast. A little quick break. All right, guys, we're at the top of the hour. Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast, episode 168. We have our guest tonight, Renee Borah from Affinity Salon and Spa in St. Joseph, Michigan. If you guys are watching on YouTube or any of the platforms that we're on, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and not only that, share the video if you can, and you can comment in the section while we're doing the podcast. If you have any questions for our guests or questions for us, you can do that as well. Guys, we had almost 500. We have 431 right now. So please hit that subscribe button. It helps us out in the algorithm on YouTube so we can get everything out and be more fluent in the YouTube universe. All right, let's get back to the show.
All right. So, Renee, to jump ahead now, where is your salon located so people know?
I'm at 307 Main Street right now next to the market.
Okay.
Oh, that's I go past there all the time.
Yeah.
I never even knew that.
Everyone says that.
Never
It's right
even knew
between
that.
Revive Spa
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the market. Yeah.
Never even knew that.
Yep. You didn't know that?
No,
You really didn't know
no. I didn't connect that with you. So I mean,
I just moved there 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you were down at the edge near Edgewater.
Yeah, for about 21 years I was in Edgewater.
oh wow.
She was by Lori's place
Mhm.
down there.
Right
Yeah.
next door,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know where everybody's at. Why don't you?
You put me on the spot now.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I learned something. I learn something new every day.
I know you
I
do.
love this. I love this.
I know you do. You big dummy.
No, I'm not dumb. Let's put it to the test. Let's have a trivia test.
No, thank you. How much does a haircut run so people know that too?
Anywhere from 35 to, I'm not sure like who's the most expensive in the salon, but it's around $50 or so.
Yeah.
So each person that you have working that do their own rates, or is it your rates?
So I have a hybrid situation in my salon. So I have commission stylists, and we have about the same rate for us. And then we have stylists that rent their space, and they set basically their own business within my business. So they set their own
Oh, okay.
prices.
Okay.
So can someone be cheaper than the other?
Sure.
I mean, even below what you want?
If they, I wouldn't know why they would do that, but
Yeah.
yeah, they could. If they wanted to.
How much is it to do women's hair? I mean, what's the big difference?
For a haircut
Yeah.
or
For just
you mean color?
anything? What's the ranges? I know it's expensive.
Yeah.
for a color?
Just do
Right.
just do color right now.
Just do color, yeah.
Let's do color for right now.
I
Then
think color can be anywhere from 65 to
how many colors do you want?
500.
Yeah.
Ow, my spine just cracked.
Yeah, depends on
Holy crap.
I mean, it depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Holy mo.
like that one hair that's out that looks like a rainbow. So if like her hair right now, it will look blonde on top,
Yeah.
but underneath it's so many layers of color that's going in their hair. So that would probably cost about high end or
You're
higher
talking about
up.
like the vivids, like
Yeah.
when they're like red and orange
Yeah.
and yellow and stuff. Yeah. I
Wow.
don't know.
So stuff like that.
300
Yeah. So that would be like
Yeah.
more 300 right there. That
Yeah.
more color you add, more layers you have, it's gonna
Yeah.
be more money that you're gonna have to do.
It's interesting how people are changing the way they do business too, because I know there's a lot of stylists in the area that they charge by the hour now.
Yeah.
So not really by the service, by the hour.
Wow, it's almost like a tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have tattoos.
I have a couple.
Yeah, that's a couple. Yeah.
Just a couple.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So with the women's hair and how much it costs, do people really know what they're getting themselves into? Do they ask before they approach you, say how much would this cost for this kind of style?
We usually recommend a consultation, so have them come in and talk
Okay.
about what they want to do, and so we can do the timing right too. So you don't want
That's
to come
smart.
in, book
Not a
for an
lot of places
hour,
don't
and it's
do
going to be
that.
3.
Yeah.
But yeah, we tell people what they're getting into. We don't want them to be surprised.
That's kind of smart. I mean, do most places have something like that?
I would imagine so.
I
You
didn't
get
know
in
that.
trouble if you don't. If you don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah, because before, back in the day when I knew a lot of people that were doing receptionist type stuff, it was they just booked them out for the 2 to 2.5 hours. Like, okay, you're gonna do this many colors. Okay, 2 hours.
Yeah.
You're booked out for 2 hours, no matter what.
Yeah. It depends.
So, what's the longest hair that you've ever done? I mean, not longest, but longest time frame of people.
How long it's taken me to do a
Yeah.
service?
Yeah,
The
that's-
longest time, probably 2.5 hours.
2.5.
I'm pretty fast, and I don't like to spend a lot of time on one thing, so I get through it.
But you can't really go by someone's hair, though. Isn't each someone's hair different? How it blends in? If you have to bleach it, not bleach it, or make
It
it.
does. I usually don't. This far into my career, I usually don't get into like vivids and
Okay.
special colors and things like that. I don't like to weave hair for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's just not what I like to do. So
Yeah.
I pass those on to the younger people, and I stick
Ah.
to what I like.
Yeah.
What I'm comfortable with.
So you are like I always say tattoo and hairstyles are almost like the same. So you have your niche. You have what you kind of like to do on your own. And so you like doing portraits. Okay, I'll just do portraits on someone's body. I only like to do this kind of style on someone's hair for right now because I have the ability of doing that and doing it well.
Mhm.
And I like doing it like that. Then you pass off the new generation of the newer type of style of hair.
You sure know a lot about hairstyling.
I know, don't
Jeez, why don't you get in that chair and let us ask questions? Holy crap.
I know. I was thinking that he should be a guest on the show.
Holy shit.
Sorry.
Where are
It
these
is.
questions coming from?
It is.
He's been thinking about it.
No, actually, I do know a lot of stuff. I just don't tell people. It's easier to act dumb than not being dumb.
This is amazing, man. How much you know about the hairstyling business.
Yeah, I always want to actually open one up.
Really?
Oh.
Not,
What would you call it?
I don't know. I really wouldn't know. I would never.
Come on.
I know. I really don't know.
You thought about it, you know.
No, I never knew. I always wanted to open it. I just wanted to own one, not and run one, not do hair.
Just want to have beautiful women to do your hair at all times.
Wow, I didn't think about that. Yeah, hell yeah, all right.
I know where you're going.
I didn't think about that at all. Actually,
You're not fooling me at
I
all.
didn't think about that at all. But yeah,
What kind
but
of salon would you have? Would it be
Yeah.
fun
you
and
go.
upbeat, lively, or would it
Yeah,
be?
Joe.
it would be more upbeat, lively, and music playing and kind of atmosphere where
you-
it was nice and soothing. And because actually I wanted to own one because of being a massage therapist, I
yeah.
wanted to have something like that and just have and me run that, but having hair involved and everything else. So
No, that's a good business opportunity for you.
Oh, you're a young man. You can still do
no,
Yeah.
I'm done.
it.
Get the arthritis.
I do have arthritis, getting arthritis in my hands. That's why I only do maybe 7 clients a month. If I did do
You
it
still do it?
time to time, yeah.
What?
In the summertime, I do.
Oh,
I don't do it in the winter. Summer, I do.
so you just like go.
I go to
house
people's.
house.
I go to people's houses still. Yeah.
So nice.
With how much it costs and everything else, and each person's different. How much is the other stuff that you guys have there? Since you said you have the facial and the whole thing, still eyelashes still crack me up. Why would you want to extend your eyelashes? I have no reason why. But you have all that too, you said. So how much does that cost? Or is that their own price?
That's their own price too.
That's their own
Yeah.
price
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, she works for herself. She does her own prices.
That's kind of nice that you let people make their own price and stuff like that. May I ask what you get 10% or 20% of what they make, or is it just rental in that area?
So commission stylists right now, we're 50-50. So I
Okay.
provide everything except for their tools. And then that's their commission.
Yeah.
And then rent is just rent price. So it's a flat rate. And then, they do what they want within their space.
So with the flat, I mean, how much is it to rent a spot out of your place?
So Stylist Station full time right now is $920 a month. And then they provide their own color, and their own foils, and their own gloves, and all of that stuff.
Wait a minute. What do they have to provide? The
Like their own
foil?
color, their own foil.
They had to provide their own color.
Mhm. So they pay one
Really?
flat rate for the month, and then they provide all their own stuff. I provide back bar, shampoo, and towels, and a receptionist, and all of that. But they provide their own equipment.
I guess that would make sense because if you like a certain style and you don't have to carry one brand only yourself,
Mm.
you don't have to be a Avada or what's another one out there?
Well, we have
Actually,
a Veda and Maria
It's
Nila.
Veda, yeah. I can't think of what's.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, back then, I don't know if he's still around. That's one thing I don't know. If it's still out there. Paul Mitchell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Paul
yeah.
Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all the top headliners, but they can bring another product in if it's not.
No. So
Okay.
I have 2 products that I sell, Aveda and Maria Nila,
Mhm.
and those are the products that they can sell, but they can use their own color line. They can have their own back bar product but they just can't sell what I don't
Oh,
sell.
you can't sell it.
Yeah, they can't sell from their station, but they can have whatever they want in their station that they use. But
I get you.
With all the new products that probably come out every year or something like that, do you have to send your employees to like conferences to get themselves updated on new styles, new colors, new?
No.
new
You mean
fashions?
conventions?
yeah,
they're awesome.
no, we don't have continuing education.
No.
The state doesn't require it.
Okay.
We just have to pay for our license every couple of years.
How much is your license?
It's like $25 a year or something.
Ain't bad.
No,
That's really.
it's really
Do you have to
cheap.
go
Yeah.
back through qualifying and
No,
what? Excuse me. Once you have it, you just
you
pay
just have
20?
it. So it's really up to you and each stylist to do their own continuing education.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but like my commission stylist, I asked them to do product knowledge and learn about the products and things like that. That worked for me.
Do you ever go to a convention?
Not in years. I've been to a lot. There's actually one coming up in April, and I'm thinking about going because it's been a while.
In Chicago?
hmm
The
Midwest Beauty
Yeah.
Show. Yeah.
Write that down, Joe. You knew that one too.
He's thinking about going. He's
Holy
like,
crap.
he's like, man, can I go with?
Have you been to one?
Yeah, they are fun.
They're fun.
They actually are fun.
You get to meet a lot of people. Actually, I met Paul Mitchell through passing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know who he was. I was wondering why all these people are going around him. I thought he was a movie star or something.
Well, he kind of is
Yeah, but
a star.
he's a
Yeah.
star in his own
in his own right.
in his own right for what he is and then what he brought.
that's-
But I didn't know who he was. I thought he was just a movie star. Wonder why he has security walking him by.
Hey, that's Paul Mitchell. Let me go get a picture.
I
with
had
him.
no clue who that guy was.
You didn't know who he was?
Oh no.
It dawned on you after you
Nah,
after
there was a
you were
bunch of
gone.
people. I need to get his autograph. I said, "Why? Who is he?" He says, "Paul Mitchell." I went, "Oh no way!" So I saw him in passing. So yeah, why is it shocking that I know a lot of stuff?
How about
Oh.
hairdressing? That's
Well, he said he's been dreaming about owning his own
Yes.
salon. So
Actually,
now we know.
I did some studying
I
on
was
this.
I was married for 13 years to one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that would
that'll
do.
learn you.
Yeah, you asked her all these questions too.
Hmm?
Did you ask your ex-wife all
No.
these questions?
No, I just watched and sometimes I asked how much things cost and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always knew about. But learning hands-on and ask hairdressers when you're in that chair. When you're in that chair, you are pretty much three things. One, you treat them like you're a bartender because you confess to everything to your
So
hairdresser.
you're a psychologist.
And then you talk about your bad day because they ask how's your day going. So you're just pretty much just treating them like a normal day person that you're best friends because technically you're supposed to get your hair cut every 6 weeks. So I don't. I go every 6 months.
I know. Get that
So-
mad scientist look.
I know. So once that happens, I've been going to the same hairdresser for actually going on 7 years. Same one.
Wow.
I'm actually when I find someone that I like and they do well, sure. And if they're married, even better because I'm not going to marry them. So, but with you and the other third thing with them, they're like a priest because you're dividing all your width and your guilts and your sins to that person. I mean, you probably have a lot of stories or a lot of juicy details about people that cut your hair and you hear their backbone in their life or their life history about with their husbands or their wives or anything like that out there.
Yeah.
They confess to you guys.
You hear a lot of stories.
I can
A lot of
imagine.
stories.
Oh man,
Mhm.
I don't know if I could deal. I can. 'Cause I hear a lot of stories in my profession. I just choose to pick the ones I listen to closely. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
The one that intrigues you.
Not necessarily intrigues me because a lot of gossip is just bullshit if you think about it.
Right.
And like I said, if it's something that's worth listening to, I'll
But
listen to it.
yours is more bullshit and or people just wanted to talk to you. A hairdresser is someone that you see like a normal day basis.
And you sit right in front
and
for
you
like
sit them.
2, maybe 1 to maybe 3 hours, maybe even
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
That's the
I
thing.
mean, it's kind of intimate. You got your hands
Yep.
in their
Yeah.
hair, and
You
And
got
you
them in
form
a
relationships
vulnerable
with
state.
people.
You do. You form a relationship.
You do. You know about their family
Yeah.
and their kids and what they're into and what they're doing and
And then-
vacations. And
Then on top of it, you get gifts probably around Christmas time or something like that, time to
Used
time
to.
with, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, with certain customers, you get a pretty much you're in a
Yeah.
relationship with your client because
That's the
of that.
hospitality
Yeah,
business for
it
you.
is.
You take care of your people that take care of you.
And it's
That's right.
Yeah.
it's amazing that people do that for you. It's like it's like, yeah, it's almost like an intimacy thing where you're massaging them, their head and shampooing them and everything else, and they trust you.
yes.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I don't. I massage drinks. Here you go. Take this nice
Yeah.
cocktail for you.
Pretty much,
Well,
you're
give 'em a
getting the
drink and then do
confession.
their
Yes.
shoulders.
Yeah, you're getting the confession out of them with their alcohol.
Have some loudmouth soup. Here's this.
Here's the truth
There you-
serum.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Now tell me some of your secrets.
Yeah, pretty much people would.
You know what? You know, I hear everything that's around me when I'm working, and this is my default. I hear a lot of things that I don't normally need to hear, and I wouldn't say I judge that person because of it, because that's their life. But you do kind of give them that look. All right, or you see something that you're not supposed to see,
Right.
like this person's married or something with
Right.
another person, and it's like, it's not good. But I keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
I try not to say anything. But I've seen some things in my life.
I have to.
Seen a lot of things.
For being in the hospitality of all my life.
Yeah,
pretty much,
yeah.
too,
You see a lot of things. You hear a lot of things.
That's why everybody always. I wonder what do you know about me? I know a lot, people.
I wonder if people like especially my line of bit work, if they are like talking, they're like, "Shut up, it's a bartender. He's listening."
I know.
Well, because I pick up on a lot of conversations,
Yeah, I do too.
and it's crazy some things people say,
I don't like when I'm sober though.
especially when they get relaxed and comfortable, and especially with in your profession. I mean, they can get comfortable by just you washing their hair, and that makes
Yeah.
them relaxed.
Right.
So
with everything that you do you go somewhere else to get your own hair done?
oh, that's
No,
a
I
good question.
don't.
You don't?
No.
Have
I've
you?
never. No.
You never have?
Mm-mm.
You do your own?
Lately I have been doing my
Yeah.
own. That's why it's so long, but I'll go to someone in my own salon and get my hair.
Oh,
done.
okay.
So you don't go outside your own salon, but you.
No.
I got it.
No, I did cut my own hair in my bathroom last week, though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think? That's so good.
Yeah. I remember you with short hair though.
Oh, I had really
Yeah,
short hair. Well, I worked for Tim.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, everybody had short hair.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That's that. I remember vividly that you had really short hair, and
Very
That's-
blonde, like
yeah,
platinum.
yeah.
Very short.
A lot of people had platinum back in the day, though.
Oh yeah,
That was a style.
it was.
Yeah, that was a style. So do I have to ask this since style?
that's a
Do
good
people
question.
do this to you all of a sudden? I want hair like this.
Oh yes.
You can't see the gist of it.
I
Yeah.
want her hair. Do you ever want to tell people you don't have her hair though?
You can't do that.
I do. I am honest with people.
you-
I will
Are you
tell them.
brutally
Good.
honest? Do you make them cry?
No, I'm not brutally honest.
Right.
I'm not going to set myself up for failure. Either,
Right.
So you know,
Make
I
them
have
think
someone
that
said,
you
like,
can't
she
do
didn't
it.
give me what I wanted. I'm like, well, because you can't have that.
How do you tell people someone?
Yeah. How do you get out
I
of
mean,
that?
I would always wanted to know how people tell somebody, I want hair like this. And then you look at it and you look at them, look at that. And how do you say, no, you can't?
You just have to be honest and just tell them that they don't have the right texture, the same texture, or you
Put it
know,
in
as
a-
much hair. And
Put it in nice terms.
it's not going
to-
to look like that
Right,
when it's done.
right.
You know, you're
Oh.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But people trust their hairdressers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need to be honest.
Yeah.
That's why I stick with mine for 7 years.
I've done my own hair for the last 30 years. Trust myself.
Trust yourself.
Yes. I just been
How do you get the back of your head?
I use a mirror, and I'm so good at
Used
it
to
now.
it?
I'm good at it now.
That's
so
good.
use a mirror and a mirror in the bathroom.
Because I can shave the back of my neck.
I use my left hand as well. So
My hairdresser's always shocked that I can get the hairs on the back of my neck.
oh yeah.
then
Sometimes I
shave them
miss
down.
it, and it's like a little patch.
I'm pretty good at it.
Hey, what's that?
So
Oh,
if I
crap.
so I got to point it out to you.
What?
There's a patch right there.
No, I normally I
You double
I
check.
really get it now, and I make sure it's all gone.
How'd you cut your hair? Your hair's a little bit longer. You had to.
Yeah,
I didn't cut the bottom part. Just
Oh.
the inside
but
part.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes more
Yeah.
sense. What was the craziest hairstyle you ever done to yourself?
To myself.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. That's just-
Do you remember people? People used to do those little rolls in their hair and put those little butterfly clips all over.
Yeah.
it?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a bad era. I had a picture of me with those somewhere. I was like, someone should have said something.
Yeah, nobody was honest with
yeah,
me on that one.
Spiky up and yeah, that wasn't. I thought it was cool at the time, but no.
At least you didn't say a woman's mullet.
Oh, well, I had a mullet back in the 80s.
Really?
Did you really?
Yes, middle school.
Yeah.
That was a thing. Could have feathered short on the side.
Oh
long
yeah.
on the
Oh yeah.
back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
That's growing up in the 80s, Joe.
I'm trying to picture you with a mullet.
I seen a lot of that in high school. The feathered hair.
Oh yeah,
in
it was
Coloma,
short and feathered,
Yeah.
and then the back was
Scott
long.
says no.
the hairnet.
He's too young.
Yeah, he's the youngest one in the building now. I'm
The
not the youngest one.
Aquanet, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What was that?
Aqua.
Yeah.
Aquanet.
Yeah.
Good job, James.
No, well, I went to high school in Coloma, and I saw a lot of that. There was a lot of mullets and
I just can't do it.
Kentucky waterfalls, though I like to call them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Party in the front,
Kentucky waterfall.
yeah, business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, I heard that one, but never Kentucky.
I did
Kentucky
have one
waterfall.
client come in, and she wanted her hair short, and she wanted 3 tails, long tails.
Yeah.
Everything short with 3 long tails, and then she wanted me to perm them, the 3 ribbons. And I did it, but I tried to do it early in the morning.
Perm it?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So they were like curly cues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my one of my best friends, Jacqueline, she came to work early and she caught me, and I saw her in the mirror. She walked by and she stopped and she backed up, and I was like, oh no. And she reminds me of it almost every year.
It'd been kind of cool if it was if you colored it red, white, and blue, but
Yeah, she didn't want the color, just
Just the
yeah,
curls.
just the curl, just the 3 long
Can
ribbons.
you perm this in the back?
it's like someone thinking you forgive for me.
Like
Can I have an afro,
With
please?
like streamers on my bike.
And I only did it because I knew her I worked with her at the restaurant for
Okay.
years, and she really wanted to do it. So
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I went.
I'm still trying to picture you with a mullet, but I can't do it. Just can't do
Well,
it.
maybe it's probably not a mullet you're thinking of. I'll have to send you a picture.
Okay,
I'll find one.
sweet.
Yeah.
I didn't. Hairstyles change from year to year. I know it was a phase where women did the side bald or
Oh,
Still
sure.
is.
Yeah.
still going on.
Yeah, that's still going on.
hmm
Yeah, that's still a dominant thing around. I see it at work.
Or
all
short in
the
the
time.
back.
Oh, sure.
And
We have a few clients that come in for that too.
Yeah.
You know, kind of longer on the top and
Yeah.
shaved on the sides.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
I just
You don't think so?
no, I don't mind it. I'm just picturing my daughter with all her hairstyles that she's ever
Oh.
had. She went from long, kind of dirty blonde hair down to here. Now it's here.
Oh.
Yeah.
When she moved to Wisconsin and went to school, she started off hair down to here, full thick hair, and all of a sudden she comes back for winter break, her freshman year. I went, oh, hi. And she comes with a tattoo on top of it. I went, Kyle is weird when being nice to you, huh?
It's being weird and nice to you.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, I love the tattoo, and I don't mind tattoos. I didn't mind that. It was, wow, your hair.
Aw,
Where'd it go?
such a dad thing to do with their daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, I was really brutally honest one day, and my first time I ever truly hurt my daughter's feelings.
Oh,
I was brutally honest. I thought she could take it, but she couldn't take it, and I still feel bad to this day about it. It was something that she really loved to her she bought. I said, that is the most ugliest thing I ever seen in my life. Why would you
You
buy
gotta
something?
choose your words wisely.
I know, I
man.
didn't. And I said, that is ugly as
You gotta remember, this
hell."
is somebody that looks up to you.
She still does.
in those moments, I think I say things like, Well, I don't have to like it. You have to like it.
It's
But
all, yeah,
I
it's all
s-
about you. If you love it,
But the funny thing is, it was all like I said, Grandma would wear that.
Oh, you just kept going.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
like-
That was after that. After that, I said Grandma would buy that. Our great grandma
They
would
go a
buy
little
that.
deeper
Oh,
I
on
said
this
our
one.
great grandma would buy that.
And
It was.
Here, take this jab in the ribs and let me turn
I
this
just
knife
gotta tell
on
you guys, it was a light. It was like a jacket that had all lighthouses on it.
Oh,
That's probably cool.
It wasn't. It was like that. It was like a
You're
carpet.
still at it. You still can't give her.
It was like a
Holy
carpet.
shit, Joe. Jeez, man.
She hasn't worn it till this day.
oh.
Of course she has it.
It's in my old closet.
Of course she left it behind. She didn't want to deal with that.
I was thinking about putting it as a throw rug, but
You just can't quit. You cannot stop.
You can make her a throw pillow out of it.
oh yeah,
Yeah, make a pillow out of it.
Oh man, that was so weird. But my daughter had a lot of styles, a lot of hair, and every time we talk about hair, it makes me think of her styles because she had that color hair where it was the popsicle where it was red, white, and blue,
Oh,
or it was like that popsicle you have where it's different colors. That's how her hair was, or she had long kind of hair where she did different colors, pink, blue. I mean, I'm like wow.
Yeah, my youngest daughter, she had hair to here, and then as soon as she hit like 19 after high school, close.
Yeah.
oh, cool.
She just like, I'm tired of this curly hair, and I'm gonna cut it off.
Yeah.
Kept her cool during the summer. I
Yeah.
guess.
That's what my daughter said. Actually, she said it keeps me cool at work when I'm doing artwork. I don't have to put it up. I just like the short hair, and just I went, all right, whatever. Okay. I
There's
miss your
nothing wrong with
hair.
hair. I mean, everybody goes through a phase. I'm guessing you went through a phase,
Yeah, I would go with the
and
faces.
and hairstyles, styles of clothing,
Yeah.
things of that nature. And just gotta
Now I
let
just
them.
don't care.
Huh?
Now I just don't care.
You
No,
care
you
about
should-
the lighthouse jacket.
But that
Yeah.
thing was so
But you gotta, but as kids are growing up, you got to let them experiment and be
I do.
who they are,
I
and
always have.
find their niche in life,
Hmm.
and where they're comfortable.
The funny thing is, she had all her phases, and her phase went from Tokyo Drift type of style where the short skirts, long high heeled shoe boots and stuff like that to her artwork now. And went, oh my god, I don't know what's better or worse. The baggy clothing looks like you're an artist or Tokyo Drift.
And it all changes, man. It all changes.
You have kids.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you dealing with the changes of their styles?
Well, my youngest son changes his style a lot. So he, I can't even count how many times he's changed his style. But he's gone from, kind of sporty to Janko jeans
Uh-huh.
and
Wow, they're still
and
around.
spiky, yes,
Yeah.
and
Wow, yeah.
spiky shoes and long hair to like short hair. Now he's in kind of Western wear,
Oh, really?
cowboy
Boots and stuff like
and-
that.
Yeah.
Does he drive a pickup truck?
Yes. Yeah. Big diesel. Big diesel pickup truck. Cowboy hat. And he was riding bulls for a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Where do you ride bulls at around here?
So Allegan, there was a ranch up there, and I guess
Was-
they've stopped doing the lessons now, but that's what he was doing up there. And then he went to a place in Ohio, Hat Creek,
Yeah.
and did some rodeos down that way.
I've been to Hat Creek.
Oh, those are dangerous too.
Yeah.
Does that worry you?
Oh,
'Cause-
for sure. Yeah.
yeah, I've seen. I was watching a rodeo on TV at work, and just to see these guys get on a bull that's like 3 or 4 times bigger and definitely a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Buck,
Yeah.
you ever see this? And
Oh yeah, I've
then
been,
you-
to, I've been to a
then I
rodeo,
saw
actually.
then I saw a guy on the same show, guy fall off and get stumped
Stomped.
on by a bull.
Oh, sure.
They wear that
Yeah,
protector
that's
gear,
what
but
I
it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought a vest for him, and
Yeah,
like
that is dangerous.
that's all I can do when my son Alvin gets into things is just try to buy him protective
Yeah,
gear.
so
the
you-
next thing he's
You
getting
make,
into.
make yourself feel better.
You have
Yeah.
1 or 2 sons.
I have two of my own biological sons, and I have 2 stepsons.
Yeah.
They're older.
So with all your sons, pretty much, because congrats on getting 2 stepsons on top
Thank
of
you.
it, and
My bonus kids.
yeah, and taking care of them also. With all your sons, do they look up to you trying to get a haircut or the style that's out? And stuff like that, or do they go to somewhere else and say, "Sorry, mom, I don't want you to cut my hair"?
So my oldest stepson, when he comes home, I'll cut his hair usually because he lives up in Houghton.
Oh,
So when he does come back, it's usually really long. We cut it all off. He looks really great.
Yeah.
he looks.
He looks really great long too. I'm not saying that.
Get that out.
But it's just fun to go from like grow it all out to cut it all off,
Yeah.
you know. So he still lets me cut his hair. My other stepson lives in Hawaii.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't
So
cut
jealous.
his hair anymore.
So jealous.
And then my youngest son, I have to hold him down to cut his hair. So
I don't need a haircut, Mom.
yeah, no. But then my son Noah, that's a sophomore in college. He comes home and he still lets me cut his hair.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Still let Mom be Mom.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. But his style hasn't really changed much. He's always been he's into sports.
Yeah.
You know,
Short.
and now
short
he's
hair.
into business, for college.
Yeah.
And so he's into, business casual clothes.
Not
Sort of
bad.
thing, so.
With your sons, did they make you feel young for having a boy? I was always curious. I never had a boy in my life.
No.
So.
My youngest one makes me feel older all the time with all the things he's doing. I'm aging
Yeah.
fast.
How old is he?
He's gonna be 18.
18. Yeah.
What does he do? Is he the one that rides the bulls?
Yes.
So, how did he get into that? I'm kind of curious.
He just
Because
gets
that's
into
not around
things.
here. That's not one thing that's.
No,
Mom, I want to be a bull rider, but
It's
I
not
need to go I need to drive an hour and a half to go to and ride one.
I know. So Alden's an adrenaline junkie. So I think he met someone who maybe did it or said that they did, and he was like, "Oh, how do you do that?" And then he finds a way.
That is the biggest adrenaline I've heard
Oh, man.
to ride a bull, because that's 8 seconds of your life that you're trusting a wild animal that has stuff around its balls, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, and the way they get him started. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm
That's
hoping he
wild,
doesn't
yeah.
pick it back up. It's been a while since he's been on one, and I'm kind of hoping that phase is over.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
So, what else has he done that's adrenaline rush that scares the
Well, he
shit
had some
out of
crotch rockets for a while. Just riding
you?
those.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Good job, Scott.
Yeah. I think he, climbing tall buildings, scaffolding, and he's just. There's probably a lot of things I don't even know.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just has like a confession moment where we're just sitting there. It's like, what I did once. I'm like,
And
oh
it's
my
the-
gosh.
What the?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna get that, because what I did that to my mom. I told my mom, yeah, Mom, I did this, and this. She said, I always wondered, but I was afraid to ask.
Yeah,
I went,
because
yeah,
you don't
sorry.
really want
Already did it.
Sorry, yep.
to.
Yeah, all this stuff is true. What you heard in the
But-
from
Racing
people.
cars and yeah.
Yeah. Boys will be boys,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Skydive yet?
Not that I'm aware of. I'm sure he'd let me know if he's going to. I'm sure
you,
he will.
Would you go with him if you did?
Maybe there was a time where I wanted to do that before I had kids. I was going to go
It's-
skydiving.
It's
but then
intense.
yeah.
It's intense.
He's way. I
Yeah,
want
I've
to
done
go.
it before. It's eye opening, put it that way.
I'm sure.
And just to see how small we really are,
Hmm.
being up 15,000 feet in there, and just hanging from a parachute with somebody on your back,
Ooh.
just dangling and floating down slowly. But it's definitely an eye opener and adrenaline. Just
Yeah.
falling out of the plane. Period.
Because you said
Right.
adrenaline rush. That would be one adrenaline rush that I would think is almost top notch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the guy,
Take that first step out of a plane.
what the guy did to me, he was like, count to 3, and we were jumping. Counted to 2, and we were falling. I'm like, what the hell?
What happened to 3? I want
And,
3
and
back.
as you're flipping in there, you see the ground, plane,
Oh.
and then you flatten out. And then he had his camera on his arm with he was showing us, of course, recording us. But at the end, once you land, it's like, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
Did you do
And
it a second time?
Not yet. My ears popped really bad,
Oh.
which was bad for me because when we landed, my equilibrium was off. So
Oh.
I was like a newborn deer, just falling all over the place. Balance is way off.
Your image was was perfect.
and I did just that too, man. It was something that I would do it again. But I would have the right equipment, like
Yeah.
earplugs, things that wind goes to the ears.
Yeah.
Oh man, that hurts so
I
bad.
bet.
What's the craziest thing you ever done? I'll just ask that question first.
I'll have to think about that one.
Oh, you have to think about that one.
Yeah.
She has to think about that one.
Craziest.
Yeah. Or
that's
crazy in your eyes. It doesn't have to be in our eyes. Crazy is like since your son's adrenaline junkie and he rode a bull. I mean, that's pretty much crazy enough in my book for him. If that's just trust. Let's trust a bull. But
I
Yeah.
feel like we did a lot of crazy things when we were younger. We used to go car surfing.
really?
Yeah,
Huh.
a lot when I was younger. You know, you get on the car
Yeah.
and someone drives and you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's kind of dumb.
Yeah. You know, if you look back on it, yeah, it's kind of dumb. Yeah. Hey, I wish I didn't do that. That could have been bad.
I've done that.
I guess there's stupid stuff like that we did
Yeah.
a lot of things.
What about you, Joe? What's the the craziest thing that you've done outside of riding that scooter
Shit,
without a helmet?
That's
Oh.
not crazy enough. That's not crazy. I bungee jumped, parasailed.
That's something I want to do. Parasail.
Bungee jump, parasailed. I drag raced next to a car, and the car was coming at me,
Oh,
and I didn't want to lose, so he backed off after I swerved over to the other lane in the opposite median, and that car flew by me, and I pulled back over, and that car, and he stopped, and I just got over and kept on driving. So that was pretty stupid and
so you're
crazy.
playing chicken?
Pretty much, I wasn't playing chicken. I was just racing this guy next to me, and I didn't want to lose.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Oh.
And I wanted over, and he wouldn't want over. So pretty much now we're drag racing. So we're going like this, and this car's coming at me. And he said, "There's a car." I said, "Then let me over." And he said, "No." I went, "All right." And so I whipped over, and that car went this way.
Oh,
and
so you went to the
opposite
shoulder.
Yeah, the shoulder median. Yeah. And then he saw I almost got hit by a car.
This guy said that's nothing.
Yeah.
It was like it's a child's play.
Do it on a bike.
Do it on a bike.
Yeah, that's that's right there. I'm a little nervous about what crotch rocket would do because that's you hear people getting in accidents and things of that
Oh,
nature.
yeah.
I've done that on my scooter.
Crashed on your scooter.
No, I've
You've been
done
in 2 accidents
Oh.
on your bike?
First one I actually got hit, first one I was doing about 80 miles an hour, and my bike just started wobbling. And next thing you know, I'm over the handlebars, sliding about 50 feet, ended up about 2 feet from a guardrail on the highway. Second one was actually out here on John Deere's. Somebody tapped the back of my bike and spun me out, and they drove off.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's shitty.
I hear about that all the
That's
time.
shitty.
Yeah. Probably the other thing is streaking.
Oh, streaking.
I
Who
went
hasn't
streak-
done that?
I went streaking in college. Yeah, I went streaking in college.
Wait a minute. I think I did that once.
Yeah, I went streaking.
Yeah, I was 19 though.
I was
it was a
I was-
truth or dare type.
I
of
was
deal.
19
Oh,
when I
truth
did
or
that.
dare.
Yeah,
Everyone
That's
was
not-
streaking then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Run around the house naked.
Yeah.
That happened.
But that's what I'll call it. You.
Yeah,
Yeah.
alcohol induced. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Me.
Yes.
I was sober when I was streaking.
You did it sober.
Then I was drinking afterwards. I did it. I'm like, oh my god, I just did this. But I was in
Did
college.
it again.
Yeah, yeah. pretty
College.
much.
Well, I guess college will bring some crazy things out of you.
Yeah. Good old Ferris. Gold Bulldogs.
Ferris. Oh yeah, the party
Yeah.
capital
Party school.
Yeah.
Party school of Michigan.
But that's when I went to college, and I was already doing dumb drinking stuff at young age when I was going to highs and all the other
Yeah,
places.
13.
Yeah.
When you had practice.
So I was thinking,
Plenty
this
of
is
practice.
nothing, people. This is
Hanging out with
nothing.
the old guys.
With being a mother, being a pretty much an owner of a salon, would you change anything in your life?
I don't think so.
Good for you.
No.
We have this debate. If you would
Good
change
for
anything,
you.
he will never change anything. I
Good
have
for
some
you.
reservations about my past. I'm like, maybe I could have did that differently.
Well, there's some things I probably
Yeah.
wish I wouldn't have done.
Yeah.
But
But in the
it
grand
made you
scheme
stronger.
of
Made you
things, yeah,
stronger.
yeah.
Made you who you are.
Yeah.
Did you always want the name of your salon that, or did you want something different?
No, I wanted an A name because I would come up first when he was search for salons.
Yeah.
I thought that would be a good idea.
Okay. That's smart. That's
So
smart.
I just was Googling like A names.
Yeah.
I
and
get it.
Yeah, I found that one, and it means like to like something or be fond of something. I was like, oh, that seems kind of
That's
nice.
pretty
So,
cool. That's a good way.
Yeah.
All right.
and I thought it was unique.
Like the
And
idea
come to
behind
find
it.
out, there's a whole bunch of salons. If you're
It convinced you
all
even
in the
more.
world, name affinity. So
Yeah, I
Convinced
was
you
looking
more.
that up on Google search and it did
there's
that.
lots
Yeah,
of them.
lots of
I'm
them.
like,
Yeah,
oh, I thought I was being
original.
unique, yeah.
Hey, I get it.
But
Actually,
that's
it's pretty
smart. That's pretty
though.
smart though. And it'll pop up first.
I
and
never really thought of that.
alphabetical order.
Yeah, because people are impatient. They're looking to get their hair done. They just
Yeah.
want to like, oh,
First
yeah, this
four,
one.
they probably go with the first four they see. So
Yes.
Yeah, I never really thought of that. Like how AAA is always the number one thing that's in the phone book right away is AAA and stuff like
I think
that.
It's the first thing you see.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think yours had 4.5 stars on Yelp or something like that. So that's
I don't know. I don't look at that.
don't.
We've had 5 stars on Vagaro.
Oh, really?
What the hell's
Oh.
Vagaro?
It's our software, our booking software.
Really?
5. So that means you're doing something well then. I mean, as far as
Yeah.
that goes.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually it leads to another question I had. You're doing well in the area. Since there are a lot of other salons in the area, like there's a lot.
just so many.
There's a lot in this damn town.
Yeah.
Little salons and spas and everything else. Do you feel like you're in the top 5 of competition in the area just because who you are and then where your knowledge of it? Or
I think, yes, I think I am, because I think of who works with me and the people that I have working in the salon right now.
Mhm.
They're all amazing, and they're all seasoned professionals, and they all have their own, big clientele, and that helps me. This is
Yeah.
not something that I've done.
Mhm.
I just keep the doors open, the lights on. The people that you work with, if you get a bunch of people that are terrible,
Then
no one's
you-
going to
yeah,
come back to your salon.
exactly.
So I've
Yeah.
always been fortunate to work with really good stylists,
What's
really good people.
what's next to you?
Revive Spa and the Market.
The Revive Spa, is that just a spa or is it?
Yeah, so she has massages. I think they do facials in there as well, and tanning, but they have like
Nope.
blue and red light therapies and
Okay.
like
So there's no hair
like
in
a
that
float
one.
bed, and yeah, right.
Okay. So there's not competition right next door to you.
Not for hair, no.
Okay.
No.
You're going to ask a question about, you said you had a question for her about,
Oh, wow.
what was before we got to the top of the hour?
I can't remember now.
It was a word that triggered you.
Huh?
I know she said so she had somebody in the back. What was
Oh, no, but she can't.
Oh,
But she can't answer half some of the questions probably.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but no, you can answer this one actually with the whole facial and the eyebrows and or not eyebrows, the eyelashes,
Well, there's eyebrows too.
eyebrows too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so. What draws women to do that? Maybe you can answer that question. 'cause
Lash
you can't-
extensions?
eyelash or eyebrows and everything. for that.
Penciling, mean drawing in eyebrows, things of that nature.
Or are you guys penciling it, or are you,
Well, so she does a lamination. So with what you have, she kind of makes them look fuller,
Fuller,
and then she
okay.
can tint them and make them a little bit darker. So some
doesn't
people,
that wash off though?
it fades out over time.
Oh, it
Oh, okay.
fades.
So it's not. You
But
can't.
then people are doing microblading too, which is actually like tattoo.
Oh, yeah,
on
I've
the
seen
people
that.
I've seen that. That just looks fake. I hate to say it. That's the best way of saying it.
There's some better techniques now. There used to
Yeah.
be. There used to be bad.
Yeah, I had
It's
an
a lot
ex that
better
did
now.
that. Had
Yeah.
tattooed eyebrows. And the kid said, "What's wrong with your eyebrows?" I'm like,
But
So some people, there's especially when you get older, you get more sparse brows and lashes,
Yeah.
and they want to make them fuller. And
So-
I mean, there's extreme cases where they get the really, really full, big eyelashes, like the glam lashes.
why?
I don't know about. They like it.
I mean, but I guess I don't understand the eyelash part, and that I can understand the hair extensions. Do you guys do that?
Yes,
I
it's the
ha-
same kind of thing. It's just on your eyes.
I will get into that one in a minute. But with the eyelash thing, I don't understand why would you want to make them longer and more curlier?
to make your eyes stand out. I mean,
Your eyes just
false
stand out no
lashes
matter
have been
what.
around since they were invented. They were in old movies and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah,
I never really thought
actresses
about.
and-
I never really ever thought about that. But where did it come out? Who? because it has to be a trend. Most people don't do anything as long as a famous person is doing it, or someone out there did it before them, and now it's
Right.
trending where everybody's doing it. So
Well,
where
I
did
think that didn't used to have that sort of technique, and now there is that. So you have an option. There wasn't an option before other than just like a glued on strip lash, and now you have an option of getting like individual lashes and more tailored to what you want, because you don't have to get the really long glam lashes. You can just get
Mhm.
normal looking ones to fill in like gaps and make them fuller.
and with the hair extensions, do you do extensions with clips or what's the other way?
Well, it's sewn in.
Yeah, sewn in. How do you sew it in? That's what I'm trying. That's
So that comes in a like it's called a weft. So it's one big piece of hair, and then it's kind of tied in with these grommet beads, pieces of hair, and then it's actually like a needle and thread, and it's like sewn in,
Do
like
you
not
do-
to your scalp.
yeah.
You want to get it done, Joe? A skullet.
But there's other ones too. So there's like these tips, those little pieces of hair that can go into individually. So there's a bunch of different ways you can do it.
No, but no, I don't want it done to myself. Thank you.
Well, you can have a skullet.
I said, yeah, I mean,
I
you
would
could do
love it.
maybe some long.
You don't need
Yeah.
to add on to
around
this,
the-
Renee. You don't need to add on.
Yeah.
You need to
Get
add
it
on to there.
permed. You can get it permed. Yeah.
Get a little get a tail.
Yeah.
How much
Bring back
is-
the tail.
Yeah. How much is the extensions to the hair?
It depends. It depends on how much hair you have, how much hair you have to add, and the length that you want. So maybe you start at 300 and you go to, a couple thousand. So
Damn, really? A couple
Oh.
thousand?
it just depends. Everybody's different. I know there's some other people in
So
town
glad
that
I'm a
do
guy.
extensions that are really expensive. Like they're really expensive. And then some people are more reasonable. So it just depends on who you go to.
Is it real hair?
Yes.
Where do they get it?
Usually a lot of it, most of it's Asian.
Mhm.
So
They dye it.
Grow their
and-
hair.
Yeah.
and it has to be like no color or anything like that. But they actually do grow their hair and sell their hair, make a lot of money off of it.
How do you-
Women in India do it as well.
How
Yeah.
do you get the matching hair through, like, say, a thick, full hair,
Yep.
not so coarse? Where I mean, extensions now are looking even better than anything where it looks like real hair. I mean, it looks like their own hair.
Yeah.
How do you match it?
So when it's processed and there's a whole bunch, a huge range of hair color, and then you can actually color the guest hair to match the extensions. That's probably the best way to do
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
There's so much to
Shush.
women's hair
I
nowadays.
should have thought of that. I guess, yeah, because then you can lay it down flat and match their color, what they're coloring your hair that you're doing with them.
Well, you get as close as you
Damn.
can, and then you order it, and then you can tint their natural hair to match the hair, the weft or the
That's what I was
extension hair.
thinking. That's
So-
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You don't want to color the extension that's already been colored. That doesn't work.
A business is
Oh.
always evolving.
It's always evolving.
Always evolving.
It's just it's ironic because that is another addition that they had to teach somebody. You had to learn how to do most of that while you're already owning a business and stuff like
yeah,
that.
well, they don't teach extensions. I don't believe you don't have to know that to get your license. That's something on the side.
That you learn if you want to learn that.
Yeah, you take an
Yeah.
additional class for that.
Is that
It's an
a
expensive class for that.
Is
Is
it
that-
really? Wow.
Yeah,
is that a big thing around here? Extensions?
seems to be. I mean, I hear a lot of salons that do extensions. A lot of people get them.
That's amazing. I would freak out. I'll be like that TV Fresh Prince when Will was stuck in that room, and all of a sudden the lady was taking out her hair, taking out her eyelashes, and all of a sudden you get someone totally different that you didn't take home. I'm thinking, oh my God, what
Who
else?
are you?
What happened to the lady that was at the bar that I met? And
Oh, my uncle had a girlfriend like that once. Back in the 70s. He's no longer with us. I can tell you, her name was Irene, and there was nothing like natural on her at all, from her hair
Oh.
to her lashes to her makeup to her fake boobs, and
Yeah.
she had like a butt like thing.
She had
that
butt
she put,
implants?
like she put in her pants.
Oh, no pants. Yeah, they didn't
Yeah,
have the
but-
plants. They
yeah, not back then. Yeah, we found all of her equipment. Like, one
All her
day.
equipment.
Yeah. Looking through her suitcase.
But yeah, I mean, I always picture that that episode. All of a sudden, back then, that was in the 90s, and all of a sudden now women are more doing it, and they're not shy about it.
Yeah.
But I just think to myself, I'm afraid one day I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be brutally honest. Who are you?
Yeah. You get food, man.
I don't care about what you do to your body medically, but the face and everything else, that's what these people see nonstop. If you're not blunt and not knowing what that person is doing to themselves, you're gonna be a rude awakening.
Maybe like they're gonna take their lashes off. You're gonna be like, oh my god, who are you? I don't know.
Yeah,
even know
eyelashes, I understand because I've. It was always funny when they said, I gotta go to the bathroom and take my eyelashes off. I said,
Those
Oh.
aren't yours.
I went, oh. What? I said one day when I was drunk, whose are they?
Well, see, now they're permanent, so you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that. They don't have to take them off. You
Wait a
just
minute, the
leave her
permit? How do you permit?
permanent.
How do you do that?
With glue?
But eventually you have wears off.
It does. I mean, but your eyelashes fall out all the time.
Aren't you
as
afraid?
well.
Yeah.
Can you,
So
can
they
you
shed
glue
all the
your
time.
eyelids?
What?
Can you glue?
Your eyelids
mean,
shut.
yeah.
I'm sure you can.
Only
but
if you don't know what you're doing.
Oh man, dude, I
Yes.
would freak out.
I
So-
can't open my eye.
don't use any Gorilla Glue.
You wouldn't get very good review on the Yelp for that one.
You guys do all that stuff too. I mean, it's amazing that every salon out there is doing this kind of stuff. It's just weird to me.
Well, you try to offer what people want, what they're looking for.
Do you serve alcohol at yours?
We do, yeah.
See, that's a full service bar. I'm telling you.
Women got it made, man.
Why do they go with salons?
It's still
I'm not dumb.
it still baffles me. I understand the free lap dance.
The low cut shirt.
Yeah, low cut shirt and
Hey, he was a smart man. Sorry.
I just never looked at it that way. I mean, I don't know.
I'd rather have a woman touch my top of my head than give him a nice shampoo instead of a guy.
Yeah. Now just give me a haircut and get me out of here, man.
No, I'll take my 30, 40 minutes to cut my hair and chat with you. I don't mind it.
Well, that's why there's salons and that's why there's
Yeah.
barbers.
Yeah.
right?
But like I said, barbershops, guys have conversations too.
Yeah, actually, there is a lot of barbershops now that's getting owned by women. There's one in Barron Springs
Yeah.
that she's killing it.
Yeah. She's got a cool place there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We try to get her on, but that's when she first opened up, and she's just so damn busy.
Yeah.
She's still booked out. I can't get her on.
Well, that's good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Good business. Yeah.
But it's a true barbershop though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you afraid you're competing with other people in the area?
Well, you always are.
I mean, are you afraid that you're going to lose your clientele eventually because of all the other salons and spas and
The other words, oversaturation of the
Yeah.
spa business or the
No.
salon business.
I don't worry about that. We just do the best we can
Mhm.
and with what we have, and we hope that they stay with us. Our clients stay with us. I do the best I can with my clients, and if they choose to leave and go someplace else, then that's their choice. I think someone else will come along, but you can't just keep living in fear that they're going to be like losing your clients. You
But-
just
it goes back to you see on movies and TV shows and stuff like that. It all depends on who you have in your chairs as hairdressers. Who you have, their clientele comes to see you, and then they might see other people in your facility.
Sure.
It's the same thing. So you want to keep your top 5, 10, 15 people happy.
right.
How do you please all your hairdressers inside that place not to leave to go somewhere else?
I'm sure I don't.
He laughs about it.
I do the best I can.
Yeah.
I try to keep the equipment running. I try to, keep the salon looking nice. I try to keep up, repairing things or replacing things and keeping it new and, have quality products that
Yeah.
they can use.
Well,
There's only so much you can do.
How often do you have to update the equipment that you have in your salon?
Well, probably every 5 years, I would say. Seems like it kind of,
Something new always comes out.
yeah,
Products
or
get-
fails. You
yeah.
know, equipment is not great. It
Not like
just-
it used to be anyway.
Right, right.
How much do you charge for a guy's haircut?
She said,
25.
25. That's reasonable.
That's
But I'm cheaper than
Yeah.
most. I mean, other people are more expensive too.
Yeah,
but-
I think I pay 25 now. She bumped me up to 25. I was only paying 20.
Because she caught on to your scam.
No, actually, she's married, and I know her for a
Caught
while.
up.
She had to upcharge me just because the spot
Your shenanigans
No,
are
the
no
rent-
longer
the
rent
rent,
went up?
secret.
her rent went up on her chair, so
Okay.
she felt
Mhm.
bad that I was only getting 20. So she actually, I think she charges 30 for guys. So I'm always $5 less than most people.
Because
So,
you had been around her for what,
Yeah.
7 years?
yeah.
Eight.
Then I know her
Eight.
husband. I know her husband. So I worked with her husband for so long, and I was looking for a hairdresser, and that was right after my divorce. I went, damn, I lost my hairdresser. I got to find another one.
Yeah, I've only been to a barber once in what last, I don't know, 35 years.
I don't even know how much do barbers charge for a
It's
It's
haircut
about the
on it?
same. I think it's about the same.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's about the same.
The Rough Brothers are open at like 7 in the morning, and you get a haircut and a beard.
Is that on State Street?
Yeah.
No, that's out there by Myers, Stevensville.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's the old Cajun deli.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
okay.
Janelle.
Yeah.
They used to do.
Oh, that okay. When I see the barber
it's
shop,
like
the
15,
thing
20
with the,
bucks. That's like $15 and a beer.
At 7 a.m.
Yeah, I guess
Awesome.
you could. Or in barbecue if they start.
Oh.
Oh, they
Yeah.
have what?
You didn't know
You
this?
get a lunch and a beer. and a
Yeah.
cut.
Wow,
Did you know that, Scott? Yeah, see, Scott knew it.
I did not know that.
Funny thing is, I know about everything that's happening in this town, I guess. Where are you in a
No, I just don't find that's not interesting to me. To like, keep up with barbershops.
I always hear about the Rough Brothers
Or-
and Sandman. Sandman's actually been open around forever.
Forever.
They've been
Ever.
yeah.
They're like four generations.
I took my
almost?
son.
yeah.
I took my son to get his haircut there.
Yeah, they're about 4 generations.
Well, that was
and
my dad's barber growing up. He
Yeah.
always went there.
Yeah,
Now they own the one that's downtown.
Yeah, Airway.
Yeah, Airway.
hmm
yeah. I get a little rough sometimes when I cut hair. So my son was like, "No, he was this kid." I was like, "I take him to a barber."
Oh, that was the other thing I was going to ask. Have you ever nicked anybody's hair or made them bleed?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh,
Feel bad about it.
How bad did you
It
make them?
happens.
Well, not terrible.
Oh, not
I mean, they're
terrible,
like
okay.
It's a little-
gushing blood. There's no stitches.
It's like
Oh,
a
you
little nick.
Yeah. Little nick.
How did they react to it?
Ah!
I mean, did they get mad or?
No,
No,
Oh,
it's-
that's good.
no.
I do it to myself all the time.
I believe
Probably
that.
much like when it happened to you when you were.
I
yeah.
twitched,
Yeah.
but I feel bad because I thought I messed up the haircut.
Oh.
Because I twitched
I've
so
done
bad
it
it went
before.
up. It went higher up.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna have shorter hair there.
Yeah.
like
It's
a-
only happened a few times, like, so it's not all the time, but yeah, I mean, I still remember doing it.
I did it where the guard fell off, and then I
Oh,
was like,
no.
"Oh, you serious, man?"
I had a
Alright,
stylist do that
Cap
once.
it is
Wait a minute. Didn't that happen about 3 years ago?
to my hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
You showed me.
It's like, oh man, gotta wear a hat all for about a week and a half till it grows back. the
So
Most embarrassing thing ever.
my last question, since we're getting to the top of the hour again,
To the end of the show.
end of the for our last
2 hours
call.
almost done.
Wow.
So my last question is, I gotta pick one. Damn it.
Stick with it. Be
All
disciplined.
right. So my last question is for this. It's a little bit off the wall and everything else. If you could tell your younger self one thing about owning your business, what would it be?
Take a business class.
Okay.
Really? It was that bad?
I didn't know what I was doing. We just opened up this business and just went for it. And we got in some trouble the first few years.
Oh really?
But
Yeah.
30 years down the road now, you're still with those struggling of that first couple of years. Then
I
but
learned a
you
lot.
Yeah, you learn, and you're still well known in the area, and you have a business open for 30 years. So you did something right.
I was 23.
Yeah,
She's been in the
23.
business
Yeah,
for
what-
30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe a little bit of luck. I
But
think
trial
also
and
I would
error.
tell my younger self just to be brave, maybe.
I like that.
Be brave.
Be brave in business class.
Business classes. Yeah. It helps to know a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You don't have to dig yourself out of so much trouble.
At least
in
have the
beginning.
introduction to business.
Yeah.
So yeah, 101, business 101.
Yeah, we didn't know about taxes or
That's the important part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, how to estimate
Yeah.
or all that stuff, payroll taxes, and oh my gosh,
Yeah, tell me about the guy.
quarterlies, like sales tax. What? Oh, we didn't know.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
Lesson learned.
No.
Speak it, sister. Speak it.
All right. We're at the top of the hour. We do at the top of the hours. Not the top of the, but last calls, we like to call it. Give shout outs to anybody you want to, workers, the employees that you have, husband, wife, kids, things of that nature, and then we'll pass it around to the table and finish it up.
All right, my shout out is to the people I work with at the salon. They're awesome. They make us what we are, and my husband, of course, Jeff, and my 4 boys. Yeah, they
You
keep it
forgot to
going.
ask you a question.
I
You
already knew half that answer.
Okay. I didn't know. I want to know these things.
I knew half the answer on that one. My last call is to you is not knowing about the hair business as much on your aspect and how you started. Kudos to you, baby. That's awesome that you've been around for that long and you're knowing and doing everything. And on top of it, you're a lady with many hats on top of it because you have to prepare yourself to be the mother and the stepmother and everything else and run a business. It is hard work. It's got to be hard work. You're killing it because of how long you've been open and how long you've been doing it. It's time consuming and you know how to judge it and juggle it. For that and everybody in your staff, they must love you and you're doing something right for that atmosphere because you wouldn't be around. So with everybody that's within your business and everything else, they love you. Most appreciated. Thank you for coming on this, and you're awesome.
Thank you.
My last call would be I didn't know that much about this business. You've definitely taught me a few things that I didn't know anything about, and it's refreshing to hear somebody that's been around in the area, had a business in this area for a long time. It's refreshing to hear from a person that has that experience and the know-how. And with all that being said, I wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. Please come back to the show sometime. I think we will have you back on. I'm sure Joe will be on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming on, and thank you for enlightening me on some of the things I didn't know about.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right, guys.
And Joe,
Oh,
it told us everything else we needed to know.
yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I didn't know Joe was a part-time hairstylist.
Jack of all trades.
Good job, Joe. All right, guys. For those who are watching on YouTube, please, like I said, like, subscribe, the bell notification for what are you doing?
I'm waiting to tell you.
Okay, hit the bell notification for more content we put out every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on the Third Eye Truth Theorem podcast. Joe, who we have on tomorrow? On Wednesday.
Yeah. On Wednesday we have Lake Michigan Design.
And that's it.
That's who. I don't know who's coming on.
Well, you better get down to that.
I will ask them that.
Yeah.
But that's the company that's coming.
Okay.
on.
Like, and what do they do?
Like Michigan Design. Do they design advertising and stuff like that?
Okay, I didn't know. Thank you.
Design.
Well, I didn't know what they did. They could be anything. To design homes or do all kinds of stuff.
Michigan Design.
You don't know either. That's what it is. I knew it. When your eyes bugged out, I knew you didn't know what the fuck
It's
you were
something
talking
new
about.
to both of us.
What the hell you were talking about?
Michigan,
All right.
Like Michigan Design.
Thank you,
They're a
Joe.
new
I
company
appreciate
a new company in the area.
Once again, you amaze me with your knowledge.
You're welcome. That one I did.
All right, guys. We want to thank Renee Borah for joining us tonight. Guys, watch us Wednesday night at 8 p.m. We're going to get out of here and in this podcast. Once again, thank you so much for joining us, Renee. I can't forget that. And stop that and give Joe one of these. No, I'm joking. All right, we get out of here, guys. We'll see you Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Join us again. Let's get out of here.